Okay, hello and welcome to an even more brand new series. So this is actually my own mod pack. I know this isn't usually what happens, but this is my own custom mod pack that we're going to be playing for a bit. So, it is currently in development, so I will not be doing a whole ton of stuff. But what we will be needing to do is actually getting our first little bit of... And the way this is going to work is it is dynamic trees. So, there's going to be a bunch of different kinds of trees, they're going to fall, and there's also some really cool world generation. I need to figure out some of the config stuff. There's apparently just a snake slithering around, but overall, the whole goal of this is to kind of make a mod pack that I particularly am going to enjoy. So, of course, there are some quests, there are a bunch of other stuff too. I'm working on the quests, of course, it's just the very beginning because I just got this pretty much set up right before I started recording. So, we're essentially doing this, and we're just gonna be doing, you know, normal Minecraft stuff. I'm working on making it as interesting as I can be. I do have everlasting abilities in here. It is on 1.16.5. I had to decide between 1.12.2 and 1.16.5 just for most of the mods that I really enjoy, but I did end up on 1.16 mainly due to just the fact that more mods are compatible and also shaders, because I much prefer shaders. Also, there should be a keybind for the HUD. All HUD, inventory HUD. We'll set that to, 5. There we go. Set that to 5 so we can turn that particular HUD off. There should be another thing that we actually need to do. So there should be a skill tree, GUI, and we also need to... I think I'm gonna need to actually make the GUI. That should be really cool once we get it. So as of right now, okay, we've got the basic puffer tree GUI for this. So points left, we got skills and other stuff, and I think we get points for actually doing things related to that. And overall, this is gonna be really interesting because I want you guys to play this. And so I'm going to be posting it hopefully soon. I'm gonna try and see if I can hold off actually posting this first video until I get the mod pack ready. It may or may not happen. It might take a little bit, but I will try and do that. Also, realizing there's no mod pack audio right now, so I might need to change that or get it tweaked real quick. Okay, I think the sounds, yes, the audio is here, and the audio is actually very in-depth, or it should be. I might need to turn it a little bit down because it is quite loud, but I have as many good optimization mods in here as possible. There's also some cool stuff from a bunch of different really cool mods. It is gonna lag a little bit due to a couple of things, but it's not a crazy massive big deal. I'm also realizing that I'm going to need to add a couple of different config changes, mainly for world generation, just so that we don't end up getting too many of certain things spawning. Because, again, there's a lot of mods in here. As of right now, it'll probably change before it's actually posted or uploaded, but as of right now, I think we have 240 mods in here, and overall, it's quite nice, but... just a hopper here with a spin. Okay, interesting. But there's also just a bunch of really cool stuff. So we're gonna go through. I don't really want to deal with the snakes right now. There's also a freaking big cat, and also the snake was coming at me, so we're gonna walk away a little bit. Free bottle of enchanting, some of that, and I mean, the main thing is just playing Minecraft like Minecraft, but, of course, you will always spawn in a village, and there will always be a good, healthy amount of stuff around you to actually get you started. I probably should have... shoot. Oh, wait, no, it's right here, to get the podium with the bestiary, which is perfect, because now we have it, and now we've got that. But you will always spawn in a village, so you'll always have at least some starting point, which should be quite nice. I'm trying to get a couple more things just figured out for optimizations, making sure that everything is, you know, where it should be. So we also are gonna get, of course, there's even more villager stuff. So there's forestry stuff, which means we can trade saplings. There's, of course, trade cycling, so we can get different saplings for different stuff, and trade emeralds for wood, which is crazy. Because if you get one of those forestry people, coupled with... By the way, I'm going to be playing on this world for, like, much longer than I've probably ever played on a world before, because I can make this mod pack exactly what I want it to be, which is kind of amazing. And I'm genuinely really looking forward to it, because most mod packs, they're just made to be a particular way, and this one I can kind of modify to be whatever I want it to be. And I find that to be really enjoyable and really, really helpful for my stability. And anyway, there is an occultist villager dude, which gives some interesting stuff as well. And of course, most of those chests don't actually have anything in it, but there is also a battle tower over there. And I'm gonna just make sure... Oh! So, the tarantula may have poisoned me a little bit, but it should be fine. I hope. Actually, I'm gonna grab these acacia chests, because I do want to actually use them. Because, I mean, free chests is always nice, but... Do you think that we also need to make ourselves a crafting table on a stick, which should give us some more stuff? I do need to get stone and everything, but... The reason why I'm doing stuff in this particular way is because I want to showcase and also explain kind of just what this even is. But essentially this is just like, I love Minecraft, and it has been one of my favorite games of all time for forever. Mostly just because of how amazing of a game it actually is. But on top of that, because of just how you can make it your own game using mods and everything. And I find that to be amazing. Also, I'm going to trigger the waystone right here. And also, I don't actually know what this even is, but... Ooh, a horticulturist. So we can get some flowers from them as well. Trade some seeds for stuff. I do think I'm going to be co-opting... We'll co-opt that one, and free bread's nice. We're going to end up needing quite a bit of stuff, actually. Because what I think we're going to do, and I say this very tentatively, that is an Ent, and we are not anywhere near capable enough to defeat an Ent right this second. We also, I don't think fighting Sky Slime stuff right now is a good idea either. Why the heck are there hyenas in a house? And now they're okay, you know what? I'm just gonna chill in here for a second. We're gonna actually make ourselves a good old-fashioned pickaxe. And I think that from here... Oh. Could you kindly just, like, not, please? It genuinely would really help if you guys wouldn't. I'm eating one of each food because, again, there's a mod in here that is also in most other of the mod packs that I've recently played, that as you eat different foods will actually increase your base health. So, as of right now, if I finish healing up, we should see that we have an additional extra heart, which is quite nice. It's quite amazing, actually, that we even get to do that this early or this crazily. But, I mean, the main reason why I'm going a little bit slow is because these Sky Slimes are actually quite dangerous. And they also drop helpful stuff, which is just Sky Slime, which is great. We have new skill points as well, which means that I can, I guess, increase some stuff, but... Okay, we are probably actually going to... Oh, our axe is broken. You know... Probably should have looked at that, but I didn't. And you know what? That was smart of me. But the hyenas are a little bit annoying right now. I do think what we're going to be needing to do is repairing... I do think I can repair stuff like this, which is great. We repair our axe a little bit. We did also end up getting... Ooh, we got a heart crystal, which increases our base health overall as well. And then... Okay. We're gonna try and take out the hyenas in here. There's a freaking lion right there. Okay. Okay, so, hyenas. They are in fact a thing. Thankfully. Thankfully, we were able to take them down. And I should be able to, utilizing the storage stuff in here, after I get some sleep, which should be fine, then we should be able to level up using our skill point. It is day 2. We are in... Okay. Unlike older versions of... Okay, craft 10 unstable obsidian... what the heck even is? Okay, okay. You'll need to sleep once and then sleep another time. Each time in the dream you go with the best after the second dream. Okay, so... Oh, okay, so it was just a dream. Okay, it was just a dream. It was just a dream. It was just an abyssal dream. Okay, 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 okay. That was a scary dream. I thought we were stuck somewhere. You know, I had no idea what was happening. I'm gonna be honest, I added that mod because I remembered it being cool. Did not remember that happening. Wow. Honestly, I don't know why I was so concerned, because I probably should have known that that's what that did, but I didn't. And so I was very concerned. Okay, let's put our bestiary there, as well as our manuscripts, and we can go through that stuff at a different time. But for now, I do really want to get rid of most of this stuff, and actually get started on getting some stuff taken care of. So, of course, we've got agricraft in here, which is cool. We're gonna have to go through agricraft stuff eventually. I might switch to an older version to more fit with kind of the aesthetic and everything, but for now, this is what we're gonna stick with. And I think it's time. It's time for us to go and get a... Holy lag, that was pretty laggy for a second. Sorry about that. I am working to minimize stuff like that from happening, but of course it's going to happen eventually. I mean, nothing's perfect, right? So, I should be able to, if I do this, we should be able to make ourselves a small little mining to take us down. And our wooden pickaxe is already broken. However, we do have enough stone for a stone pickaxe, which shouldn't be too bad. So, we got our stone pick, and we should be able to just mine down. I don't think we'll need too much. Looking at the quests, I need cobblestone, which apparently it's not actually giving me the quest for completing that. So, okay, it's because I don't have any cobble. I literally have not gotten any normal cobblestone yet. You know, I guess that makes sense, because we haven't gotten any cobble yet. Why would I have cobble if we haven't gotten cobble? Can I get... Okay, we've got some torches, which means I should be able to do that. And I am also going to have to change some shader settings in between this episode and next. But, essentially, each of these particular episodes is only going to end up being roughly 20 minutes. I'm not going to be making crazy long episodes or anything super insane. I just want to keep it to 1 to 2 episodes a day, and this is going to be a long-running series, so you guys hopefully should be able to tune back in, and eventually you guys will see what it is. I don't necessarily think that I can mine this, and wait, I can. Carmesine ore, which will melt into carmesine fluid, which then alloys into terrax, which then alloys into astrium or lumix, or tridonite. Tridonite, of course, goes into tridonite, which is a thing. Joxum, I don't know if this is the one that explodes or not, I don't remember. It doesn't. Joxum goes into joxum fluid, which goes into terrax. Alloys into... What the heck is even that? I don't, what? Regardless, we have a level to spend. So we got 3 points in there, 1 point in here. Let's put 1 point into mining speed. And then I think for these guys, we go extra resistance. I really want to go kind of the full resistance route. So I do think I'm going to go like that. And this is, of course, a little bit weird because there's just a bunch of stuff going on. I don't actually know what's really happening, but there's something happening, and I do think that I want to at least check out the battle tower by the end of this episode, because I do think that'll be cool. So let's... Okay, we got down to some normal stone, and I should be able to shapeless mine you out, and now we've got cobble, and we should be able to now claim a couple things. So we get some XP, some oak logs, random loot reward, we got a stone shovel. Okay, there's a random loot reward for that one, stone axe. They have very low percentages, like a 0.5%, a 0.5% chance for another star, but, I mean, okay, we got a diamond fishing rod, that's not bad. We got a potato, which is nice, and we got a carrot, which is also nice, because then we get started on farming relatively quickly. And I do think that we should just head all the way back up now. And I think I'm going to go give the battle tower a try before the end of this episode. Because we're already at like 17 minutes. I'm not going to be cutting these, because in the true fashion of, you know, OG Let's Playing, I don't need to cut. We're chilling, right? You guys don't need me to cut. Don't say it. If you guys say in the comments that you want me to edit these videos, I might give it a shot, but honestly, people tend to prefer my unedited videos more than they prefer my edited videos, which is kind of goofy to me, but honestly, it's your guys' opinion. My channel, but it's your guys' opinion, so, I mean, have at it. There's a battle tower golem on the top of the tower, and I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go for whatever kinds of stuff that we can get from these that I have actually not eaten yet. And of course, it looks like I'm getting incredibly unlucky. Also, the snake looks relatively chill, which is great. I'm very happy. Thank you, Mr. Snake. We got some mustard seeds. I have a peanut, a winter squash. Already have had an elderberry, haven't had an artichoke yet, but we've got you. And there also looks to be a giant there's 2 dragon skeletons. Okay. You know, pretty lucky, pretty lucky. I haven't changed any of the configs or anything yet. I may end up decreasing or increasing a couple things here and there, but I've not increased or decreased anything yet. So I do think that getting multiple dragon skeletons of a large size this close together is quite rare, and I may need to actually look into that for making sure that certain things are not overrepresented. There's also, oh my gosh, okay, so there's a normal battle tower, there's a small battle tower. There's also just even more stuff. Okay, so we got 2 stage 4 lightning dragons. I do think for any of the dragon bone stuff, I do actually need wither bones. So I can't do any of the dragon stuff yet, but we will be able to eventually, which is nice. I should probably also knowledge of death stuff. Knowledge of death, okay, 1, 0, period, there we go. Okay, so knowledge of death, we've got a couple things. What I want to do is, I really would like to add extra XP. That's retaining experience or enchanted key. Okay, 40% chance to get an enchanted key on death, which means we can immediately use it to teleport back to where we ended up passing away, which should be incredibly helpful for a lot of different things. And of course, the main thing we're doing in here is actually just combat XP farming. I think we can do that relatively simply. I'm not going to need to go too hard with a bunch of different stuff, but I do want to make sure that... Ooh, we also got strength, regen. Okay, so ability totems are great. They give us passive abilities, usually in the form of just, you know, relatively calming or validly leveled particular stuff. For this, we actually got Wither, which is 28 levels, so I need a little bit more XP, and by a little bit more, I need like a tiny smidgen more XP for me to actually equip it, which we should be able to now. Nope, not yet. Okay, maybe if I break the spawner, we can, because I know I need a little bit extra. What about now? Nope, still no. Okay. What about after I break it? There we go. And what about now? Okay, there we go. So, entities around us that are hostile will actually get withered, which is kind of crazy. It's quite nice. But on top of that, there's also seems to be some relatively good stuff in here that I'm going to grab. So, we're going to grab the sticks, we're going to grab the logs as well. Also look to be a nice looking Tinker's Axe. And overall, this stuff is really good looking for us because we essentially are just jumping to a higher level of stuff. We also got some golden cases from Random Loot Mod, which is really amazing. And, you know, we're at the start of the battle tower. I do think I'm going to end this particular episode right here because we're going to do hopefully the rest of this in the next episode. It might take us a couple tries, but let's first equip our Gassed Eye, which should go in a trinket slot, which, actually I don't know what the trinket slot necessarily is, so hopefully there's a way for me to equip it in a simple way, or maybe I need to add trinket slots. I don't know exactly, but we're gonna have to figure it out, and... oh, trinkets. So, that where that goes? Okay, perfect. Well, we are in the middle of going through a battle tower. I do think I want to get the bottom floor first. I want to completely clear it. So we got to start from the very bottom. Of course, just some random zombie spawners. I don't actually want to save these ones because they're just going to end up causing us a little bit extra work. We do end up needing a couple of things. So, bone pickaxe is honestly quite a good pickaxe. I don't hate it. Its durability is a little less, but its mining speed I do think is faster. So we're going to grab that and replace it. There also are a couple different totems that I really want, because each of these totems can be incredibly powerful. So haste will give us haste. Step assist will give us just genuine step assist when we don't need to actually jump to walk up stuff, which is crazy. Also a super magnet, which is... I don't even know why the levels of this stuff is all messed up, but it is. And there's also Dolphin's Grace, which is kind of whatever. The main issue with that is just, it's just going to cost us XP, whereas... okay, I don't actually know what that is, but that sounded really scary. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it sounded like we got friggin' someone speaking in parcel tongue. If y'all know the Harry Potter stuff. We also have a skill point that we can equip in combat. We have 3, actually. So I think what I'm going to do is stamina, resistance, and then we go... yeah, I want to do this, and then I go resistance again. And I don't know, do I have any more points for mining? Okay, I don't. So we can at least increase our combat stuff, hopefully. We got another point. I don't actually know the rates of increase for this, or how to quantify it, but... it does seem a little bit powerful. Okay, so apparently it is the snakes that will do that. That is a bad... okay, so the purple guy was a blight, which ends up doing... They do quite a bit more damage, and they dropped us heart crystals, which are quite rare, and will actually let us to gain an additional hearts, 1 for each heart crystal. I'm getting a little overwhelmed by the zombies, I'm not gonna lie. But thankfully... due to having extra health, as well as having necrotic, which will actually give us some health back from our hits, which is probably one of the most helpful early game things that you can get. But again, they're quite rare, so I'm not saying that I should have necessarily gotten that, but of course we also have some other stuff. I'm not gonna actually, I think I'm gonna deposit the extra stuff in here, because I don't really need a ton of sticks. Other stuff, I'm gonna leave those in there. Also, Curse of Bones, I guess I can leave that there too. Where the heck do you come from? Okay, well, we also have levels to spend, and I don't necessarily want to go too far with it, we also have golden cases, but we'll save the cases for the end for a case unboxing. But what I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna go mainly for the resistances. And so I'm gonna end up going in like a very circuitous route to go for resistances mostly, because the more damage. Okay, I thought that was a crazy much better thing than it was, but it actually was just a ring of speed, which I should be able to put on because I do in fact think I have 10 ring slots or 8, and the reason for that is because, I mean, come on now. Who really thinks you should only have 2 ring slots? You put 1 ring on each hand? No, you can put 1 ring on each finger. And technically, you could put even more. It's a dumb thing to have that as the limit in most mod packs. So I just decided, you know what? Let's not do that. The main issue is that we're gonna get a little bit strong, a little bit fast. But I don't really see that as ever an issue. It's not ever really an issue because the mobs will roughly scale. And thankfully we got 2 additional hearts for that, which means we should be able to actually plop on haste. And eventually we'll plop on step assist as well. And then if we look in here, curse of vanishing, let's pop those on just to have some form of armor on our legs. And we also ended up leveling up our Tinker's Axe, which is great because that means that it has an additional upgrade on it, which is perfect because, I mean, getting upgrades for tools is great and all. Gloom and Occult version 5, which is honestly, the more stuff that I end up getting like that, the better. Also, Refined Obsidian Helmet has 2 or 4 durability left. We're gonna just check that away. And I do think that getting a bunch of rotten flesh might not actually be a bad call. And I know I say that and it sounds weird, but if I go the easy villagers route and end up trading with a priest, I can actually use the rotten flesh crazy to level up the priest. I also need to eat 1. So I do think that keeping rotten flesh is probably a good idea. Same with bamboo, because bamboo you can grow. I do also need to eat a poisonous potato, so let's grab that. And some suspicious stew. I don't know if these are the same suspicious stew, but they might be. If they are, it's not too big of a deal, because I can just not, you know, continue it, but I do think that we should try and accomplish as much as we can while we're here for this particular episode right this second. So let's just try and get through as much of this good old-fashioned Minecraft Let's Play as we can. Of course, this mod pack is going to be developed and everything while I am recording. So for any add-ons that I do, you guys will probably know because I'll talk about it in, you know, the video. But it's a big mod pack, I'm gonna be honest, it's massive, and okay, we've already eaten that suspicious stew. But if you particularly want to, you know, play it yourself, I highly recommend it. I mean, it's a lot of fun to get to play mod packs and stuff like this, so do it, it's great. I do think that I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Probably should level up a little bit too, though. Let's allocate our skill points here in a second. Oh, there's another guy. Okay, fine. And even more. Okay. You know, at least we're gaining some knowledge of death in here. I'm just eliminating countless zombies that honestly probably should just be resting in their graves. But yeah, I mean, Curse of Bones 3, cool. You'll love to see it. Are part of the leather set, of course. There's set effects as well, which is cool. So full set of leather gives +3 armor, which is crazy. There's full set bonuses for most of the stuff, and I do think solar powered is gonna let this axe be actually quite decent. The main issue is just pairing it, because I don't think I can use sticks. I do think I'm gonna actually have to go out in the sun for it. Actually regenerate, which is fine. It's just a little bit obnoxious, but I mean, hey, it shouldn't be too big of a deal because we're getting a pretty decent weapon. And you know what? We're a little bit overwhelmed. But thankfully, it's not too big of a deal because we have a bunch of extra health, which makes it this entire thing actually doable because we ended up getting extra health, which is great. Because honestly, I feel like this might be a little easier than it should be, but it's also just a lot of fun. So highly recommend playing this if you can. Most computers will be able to play it, I will say. So, or most computers won't be able to play it, I will say. And that's just due to the fact that I like making stupid mod packs that have a crazy amount of mods. I also need to fix a couple things, like the fact that I have two whatever they're called, maps on my screen. So we're gonna have to work on that too. But for now, okay, we need a little bit more XP for Step Assist. I do have more points that we can put into extra resistances and stamina. Don't have any mining yet, but that's gonna come in due time. And let's just try and take care of this level if we can. Of course, we're going to end up getting a little bit extra stuff. And I want to make sure that we equip the Step Assist before it is too late. So, got that. And we're also just going to kind of casually chill. Also, the reason why I have so many hearts is due to the trinket that I have equipped, which we got in episode 1, which actually lets us just have an extra entire another set of hearts and gain regen when we kill stuff. But that one's extremely rare, and I was not expecting to get it. I may need to alter certain drop rates of stuff, but, you know, it's not too bad. Recall potions are quite nice. Fire res? We also got some chance hearts, so let's just use them. And we're back to default zero difficult. Broken heart. Honestly, broken heart is not a great trinket, so we're not even gonna grab it. I am going to want the actual melon seeds though, because pumpkin and melon seeds are quite nice, and I don't want to have to go without them for a while. Regardless, we should be able to go up one more level before I need to kind of drop off stuff. And honestly, I probably should just, I should just go down, because I need to make a backpack anyway. You know? I need to make a backpack anyway, because we've got too much stuff already. Okay, the zombies were following me, apparently. They really wanted to get me. But we should be able to just head straight back home and deposit our stuff, and you know, I'm just gonna hope that that guy did not see me, because he didn't look like he saw me. I'm gonna be honest. He didn't see anything. Yep, nope, he didn't see nothing. We're also gonna make ourselves a power crystal, because power crystals are essentially, they're like heart crystals, except for they decrease your health and give you extra attack damage, which is crazy. 3 basic and 3 golden cases, which seems incredibly rare. I don't know how that happened, but did. We also got some bamboo, extra rotten flesh, honestly, I'm gonna keep the recall potion on hand just in case, and we should probably equip these onto our hands, because gauntlets of dexterity let you switch between items without resetting attack cooldowns and give you increased attack speed. Doubly kind of dope. Honestly, yep, you'll love to see it. And we're gonna need to, how do I repair a necrotic bone hand axe? Does this still work? Like if I stand out in the sun? Because usually when something has solar powered, it will repair itself, but this one doesn't seem to be the case. So what I do think we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to make some patterns, and I'm gonna have to do a thing. So I think it's like this. Yep. Crafting station, and then we go and we do what's the other thing that I need to make? Part builder, tinker station, and a part builder. Ah, yes. Okay, gotcha. It's just like that. That's what I remembered it being. Things changed a little bit since my brain is a little discombobulated. So we've got ourselves our good old-fashioned tinker station, and of course we got ourselves a good old part builder. And now we've got those quests completed, which is dope. You'll love to see it. Is that a Vex, or is that something else? No, there's a friggin' whatever the heck that even is. Devil. It's a already deceased vulture. Fetch me their souls and encounter a soul vulture in the nether. What's it doing here? It had a potato. What? Why did it have a potato? Can I repair you with... can I repair you? So solar power. Tool resist damage and something. Gotcha. So it doesn't actually work the way it used to. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. What I can at least do, because of that, actually is nothing. I can make myself a new set of tools, because that is not going to be something I can actually work with. Can I make dragon bone stuff using stupidity with this? That's a bummer. I thought I could cheese the system. Apparently they don't like it when you try and cheese the system. Apparently they do not prefer it. I mean, fair enough, I guess. What do we actually have that's worth making into something? Pretty much nothing. Okay, well, I guess I'm about to make some diorite tools. What is it for? Pickaxe head, tool handle, tool binding. Okay, cool. So, tool binding. We get stonebound. Where's out? Okay, so stonebound is good for pickaxe. Stonebound is good for that. And then we go and we get some sticks. And we get the sticks for the tool handle. And then what about for... Okay, mail and then the plates. So if I can make a full set of stone wood armor. We're gonna have to give this a try, because I'm genuinely curious now. What is this gonna look like? What is it gonna be like? I don't even care anymore. This is just gonna be interesting. Can we also make ourselves... Ooh, we can make a naginata, which is the head and then 2 tool handles. Okay, cool. Okay, well, of course I ended up using stuff, so... I guess we should probably just make ourselves some more patterns, because that's what we're going to need. Anyway, tool handle, perfect. And then a naginata head, which should be made out of stone, which is perfect. And now we're going to make stone wood armor. I'm a little confused, but, they're not even that bad. Worse than leather, but it has the upgrades and the defense slots, which is very perturbing to me. But it doesn't have... hella fast with it on, but regardless, we gotta make some other stuff. So we gotta make our pickaxe, and then I gotta make my naginata. So we gotta do that, and we get our good old-fashioned long fast boy, which is perfect. And I probably should... Is there a way we can make a bow this early? I need bowstring, guide. If I make the bow shaft, so draw weight, draw speed, accuracy, and dirt. I can turn this into the bowstring? We're making an all-wood bow, because screw you, I guess. I'm making all-wood bows, all-wood arrows. I don't care. The all-wooden bow. And now it's time for the all-wooden arrows. Okay, I need fletching. Is there fletching that we can make? Crossbow, arm, bowstring, bow, guide, air shaft. Okay, so... how do I get fletching? Is there a particular thing we can actually make fletching out of? Or do I need a particular thing for it? Because we can make everything else out of that. Let's get some sleep, though. And, I mean, this episode... We're gonna try and get the bow stuff for the end of this episode, because I want to do it. We're having another nightmare. So, while we're having a nightmare, we're going to... Yeah, this is the abyss. It's kind of terrifying. I don't actually know what even... Yeah, so we're in a biome called the Unknown. And, it's kind of terrifying. Because I don't even know what we're supposed to do. But thankfully, it was just a nightmare. So, we're fine. And... what I do need, I need feathers, or... wait, can I use... will it let me use bamboo? Or... like... I tall grass some fletching? Tall grass. No. Bamboo. No. So, fletching. So, fletching. Feather. Leaf. Looping trajectory. What the heck is looping trajectory? I think I'm just gonna end up using leaves, because leaves are relatively easy. Can't make... Okay, so we can't make... Phantom membrane trajectory? What the heck is even that mean? Does it just, like, go straight? It probably just goes straight. Like, it just doesn't care. Okay. So, we gotta have some sort of thing. Do I have iron? I have copper. Is there a different kind of... Wait, I can get paper, right? Can I make paper out of... Make paper out of tree bark, which is just a cutting board, an axe, and wood. So I can turn the logs into... I don't even need a durable tool. So we just need to actually make a cutting board. What does a cutting board cost? I don't like these sounds. Why? Okay, do I need like a different axe? Why the ominous sounds? Like, did I do something wrong? Did I do something that made you upset? Like, I don't know what I even did to the people of whatever the heck, but they really don't like me, huh? Okay, we gotta make ourselves some fletchings. We're gonna make ourselves 3 arrows, I guess, because we can. Yeah, why not? So, we're gonna make 8 more sets of whatever the patterns are that we need. Oh, yeah, I needed a bunch of them. I forgot about that. I forgot I needed to do that. I need arrow shafts. And I made an extra one because, yeah, of course I made an extra. The extra one is for the earth. Because the earth needed it. It asked nicely. And so I gave it to it. So we just made some looping trajectory arrows. Which are cool. So we got Tinker's arrows. Oh yeah. I'm just that cool. I just got a leek, and we're just gonna consume the leek. And now it's time to go... I mean, potentially dragon hunting. There was a dragon this way, but I do think... What the heck? This is the way. Where did I just... What? Follow me to find it. What? Oh. Oh, it's from the signpost thing. Gotcha. Okay. There's a dragon over here. So, ideally, what we're gonna be doing now is... We're using a bow that's made out of all wood with all wooden arrows. And I want to see what happens. But the dragon's way too fast. Because it's a lightning dragon. So I do think we're just going to go for the rest of this battle tower. Which I was hoping to accomplish last episode. But we weren't able to because... Well, apparently the dragon got to the battle tower first. And... the dragon did not particularly like the battle tower. So, you know what? That's valid. But I don't particularly like the dragon. So, it's gonna have to go. And, you know what? That's valid too. Because it's gotta go. Regardless, hopefully we get something good from here. Ooh, what the... Okay, we got a ring of max health. And we also got... Infinity ham. It's a good food source. It's just like, it is what it is. Autophagy, which is obtain the infinity ham, of course. We're gonna need to go down and plop the ring of max health in there. The ring of max health is one of the much higher rarity items that I was not intending on getting anywhere close to this episode. Also, we just got necrotic bones, and I don't know if you guys know what that means, but if you guys know what that means, then you know that we are very happy from this. Also, we just found a cave spider spawner and a wither skeleton spawner, so we can get however many we need. Also wearing, you know... Okay, interesting. I probably should take out the spawners first. Okay, that's a cave spider spawner. Let's take out the evoker spawner first, because I don't want to have to deal with more evokers. Okay, they've already broken my wooden armor. My wooden armor. It was so cool while it lasted for a whole, like, 3 seconds. Okay, there's so many Vexes here. I may need to pull a little bit of an escape route. Because Vexes are... Okay, Vexes are one of my least favorite of all of the mobs. Because when you're lagging a little bit, they are horrendously hard to hit. And they are also just small and annoying. And they make me upset. But thankfully... they're not too hard for me to deal with. Shouldn't be too hard for me to deal with. I just gotta be patient. Patient. They will come to me because they need to attack me. There's one more after this guy, which is... okay, there's 2 more, apparently. 3 more, apparently. Another guy spawning them? I think there might be, based on the fact that there's even more Vexes. There better not be an evoker up here. I'm gonna snap on him if there's an evoker up here. No evoker up here. Okay, of course there's just an evoker spawner up here. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of a bail strategy where we're gonna drop down a little bit, and then we're gonna drop down even more, and then we're gonna drop down even more, because I don't want to deal with that right now. So we're gonna actually equip the fire aspect thing, and then I'm gonna heart crystal, and we're gonna regen a little bit down here, just a little bit casual regeneration. I'm gonna need to upgrade my armor, and we're gonna need to go back at it. But you know, it's fine. There's a broken sword. We got some Dolphin's Grace. We also have a power crystal. We got that extra stuff. Yeah, no, cool. We got a level as well, which means we can spec into a little bit extra resistance and extra heart, extra luck. We're just gonna do that for a little bit. You know, that's fine. We're back up to full health now. There's nothing in there. Nothing in there. So this next one's where we want to actually loot. So this one has loot. Got some diamonds. And some iron. And a ring of water walking. I will grab some cooked salmon, because pre-cooked salmon, kinda dope. And of course, the battle towers are never complete without us taking out the battle tower gauntlet. But I don't think that this is actually going to be really, you know, a fair fight, because I think we're gonna actually just, oh, ow. You know, lightning dragons are a thing, too. I forgot that you existed. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I hit him with my... So wooden arrows, in fact, do not do much against dragons. I want to make it clear to you guys. Wooden arrow versus dragon crashes your game. I'm gonna need to restart and try and see what actually happened. Crashed it, and I don't know how that even worked. Okay, so we're back. It looks like this is where we're at right now. I do think that the best opportunity for me is just gonna be dropping down like that and running, because I don't want to aggro the dragon. Apparently the dragon was the reason why we crashed, and the dragon might actually end up fighting the other dude. So we're just gonna kind of skedaddle for now and just hope, you know, that it doesn't crash. That was very worrisome. I'm gonna be honest, that was quite concerning, but we're gonna try and give ourselves another sleep and hopefully not get trapped in the abyss. I don't know exactly how the abyss works. After the second dream, you'll need to find a new gun, house, and a forest. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that for now, which is great. What I do need to worry about is getting some other stuff taken care of. I also will need to... You know, I keep forgetting that I said that I'd open the loot crates at the end of the episodes, but I didn't. So I think for now, we're gonna just kind of ignore that I ever said that, and we're gonna open them at the end of this episode. And if I forget this time, let me know and I'll do it at the end of next episode. Even though you guys will probably tell me after I've already done it, because I'm recording these in batches because I can. I know I'm gonna need more arrows, is another issue that I'm realizing right now, because, yeah, no, of course. But we do have more quests that we can claim, so potentially we could get something nice. Okay, we got some patterns. What about you? So we got more patterns, cool. And we got a potion of luck, which is great, because, I mean, luck is honestly kind of dope, so, yeah, I mean, potions of luck, what can go wrong? Actually, a lot, because, oh my gosh, is this absurd. Regardless, I do think that we are now going to want to look into a couple more things. So, the bow, what kind of modifiers? So, auto-aim? Auto-aim seems pretty dope. So does... I mean, multi-shot seems pretty cool too. Tripping, unbreaking, diamond, emerald. Okay, so we go diamond, redstone, wait, bamboo seems actually kind of crazy good, no? We just grow a ton of, let's just grow a ton of bamboo. Let's just grow an insane amount of bamboo, and we just make the bow shoot so fast that it can't, like, we don't have to worry about anything. That's gonna take a bit. We should probably go activate the tower, because I do think activating the tower for another waypoint, or just honestly grabbing it might be a shout. Let's defeat the Ent as well while we're here. But I do think we can take an Ent out. Yeah. How do you like that, tree man? How do you like that, tree boy? Okay, never mind. The Ents actually do like nothing, so we're fine, I think. Okay, ow, that actually, you know what, that hit us quite hard. But, you know, we're taking out an Ent, which is no easy feat. It also, you know, it seems like we wouldn't want to take out an Ent, because they do seem like just peaceful, natural things. I mean, they look cool. Oh, free stuff? What's actually in here? I know that there's loot. I know there's loot somewhere. Is the loot, like, behind some stuff? Or is it up? Is the loot in the ceiling? Did the Ent hide the loot in the ceiling? Are they really hiding the Ent loot in the ceiling, is the real question. Because if they are, that's some sneaky type stuff from a creature of quote-unquote nature. Oh my gosh, it was hiding stuff. How the heck I TP down? What? Oh, random teleport blocks. I mean, that's cool and all. I think I'm gonna need a better pickaxe. I'm gonna need to make, I think, a diamond pickaxe for this. Okay, we got gold blocks. We got some more gold blocks. We got some diamonds. Okay. We got emeralds. We got an amethyst as well. Amethysts are quite a bit better than diamonds and stuff, no? Like, just from stat-wise, I do think they're, like, significantly better. So maybe we just see if we can farm amethyst? Is there emerald tools in here, or did I not add that yet? I did, okay. Oh yeah, it's from Chaos Awakens. That mining, or that mining. I think I like the one from Cyclic more. The mining speed seems a little better. I also want to get rid of that stone pickaxe. I'm also going to get rid of the stone naginata and the stone axe, because what we're going to do is we're going to replace them with emerald tools, and I almost fell onto a block that would have teleported me, which is great, because, you know, that would have been smart. Regardless, we got a bunch of emeralds, which is perfect, because I just keep clicking through the wrong thing. There we go, perfect. And now let's make ourselves good old-fashioned, so 6 damage versus 8.5 versus 8. So 8.5 is higher, and then we make ourselves a good old-fashioned axe and a sahovel. I like myself a good sahovel. Yes, a perfectly good sahovel. Perfect. Okay, so we check that on that. We TP. Okay, so when it says random teleport, it genuinely just means it's going to teleport you somewhere completely random. Because it just put us underground. Honestly, you know what? Thank you for helping me find iron and carmosine. I don't know if I need carmosine right now, but ovium, joxum, there's a bunch of ores down here that we need eventually that I think right now are a little bit beyond us. It'll be cool once we actually get to fully, properly utilize all of the different Tinker's alloying things. Because, I mean, there's just a lot of cool stuff to go through. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's just dope with it. So, let's plop these guys down. And, I mean, we're at 15 minutes. I do think I might call this episode early just because we ended up getting a lot of stuff, and I do want to make sure that I have a little bit of time to sort through. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to spend any time sorting through stuff off episodes, because I feel like that's something that I owe to you guys to have just pure transparency with during the videos. So, we're going to do this all. No cuts, no nothing, no stupid shenanigans. If I add mods, if I'm changing the quests, we're going to do it all on camera. So, basic cases. We got a fossilized thorn, which is a gifted by the gods in the savannah, which honestly is quite a good sword. 7 attack damage, no abilities though. We also got an ancient crust breaker, which is, I mean, it's a relatively good shovel. So now what about you? We got an alien bow with some pretty decent stats, honestly. I mean, Foresight seems quite strong. I don't know why that'd be on a particular, shovel, but fair enough. We also got a reliable Terrorblade. This one is a legendary. Those are just commons. Swift Gold Digger. Interesting. I'm gonna need to level it up and see what we end up getting. And a Swift Point, which is an explosive illuminated. Interesting. Let's give it a try, I guess. So the way that this should work is if we were to come, like, let's just say down. So we mine it, and it's a little bit explosive, I must say. But overall, we did get 60 blocks, and okay, one more, and then we'll get to find out. So level 2, that's changed a little bit, not anything crazy. I mean, explosive illuminated just seems a little bit just not worth it, to be honest. The extra abilities are cool. What about what this guy gets? So we are going to get extra stuff from mining overall, and the reason for that is we're going to get extra upgrades in here to actually upgrade our mining stuff. So we'll end up getting a total of 1 level of fortune, or a couple levels of fortune overall as I go through all of this. But I mean, hey, it's not really the end of the world with it, but potentially we could utilize some extra stuff. I do think, though, that what I want to do while we're here, and the stuff that we're going to be able to use, and by use I mean like that I'm allowing myself to use, is set home. So this is our home. I will be able to slash home. I will not be allowing slash back. I will not be allowing other stuff. Just slash home and slash warps. 2 specific warps. I may also be increasing the cooldowns to make them a little more fair. But also, the fact that this has durability means that it's kind of meh. So I do think I'm going to get rid of it. And same with that. I don't actually think that I really want any of these particular stuff, because I think we can make better using Tinkers or just in general. So I do think I want to get rid of most of the stuff. And for the most part, I still need to make a backpack. So we should probably go back home. And now we're home. And now what we're going to do is backpack. And hopefully we can make ourselves a backpack. We need leather, which I should be able to smelt up some leather utilizing... I should be able to make a furnace out of andesite, right? Because it's classified as a cobble. Nope. Apparently you can't. Why would you be able to? That's, you know what? That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I just find the fact that certain cobbles allow you to do stuff with them and certain cobbles just say, screw you, is a little bit stupid. But you know what? Fair enough. I'm not going to complain. Regardless, we got some stuff now, so let's just go back home. Of course, there's probably a creeper that just blew up down there, which is fine, because it's not my problem anymore. Regardless, we got ourselves... I think think I have enough. No, I do not have enough iron in order to make ourselves an iron furnace, which is fine. And what we're gonna need, I think I can smelt, so 3, 4, and then I'm gonna need a bunch of the iron. So let's just do that. And we should be able to... What do I need for the iron? I just need to surround it. Gold is surrounding it with gold, which is perfect because I already have 8 gold perfectly prepared right here. And for the backpack, I also need 4 string, which thankfully we have some string. And I'm going to need a chest. So let's get ourselves a chest Chest, perfect. And chuck the acacia wood in there. And get our leather, get our iron. And what we should be able to do now is make ourselves a normal backpack, make ourselves an iron backpack, and then a gold backpack. I will need to make quests for the different backpack tiers and such, but that's in the future, so we're not going to have to worry about claiming that for right this second. So now we've got ourselves a backpack, which is perfect, because, I mean, that's exactly what we needed. And I still need to figure out exactly what I'm going to be doing. So, our current bow, while we have used it, doesn't have any XP. And so I'm thinking we may need to figure out a different way to actually gain XP for that. Or we might need to do a couple other things. I do think, though, getting a bunch of bamboo planted is probably a good idea. I don't remember exactly what we were getting bamboo for, but I remember we needed a lot of it, so I think I'm going to do that real quick. And we should probably start getting stuff for an actual smeltery, as well as we can go... Honestly, this episode I think we go for a roguelike dungeon, because I kind of want to just see what exactly we'll find. And, I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe we get something good. There's a snake over there that luckily we were able to avoid, because that would have been really bad. But hopefully we can... You know what? If the dragon attacks us, we'll have to fight it. So I don't fully know what the play is. Maybe let's explore a little more. Okay, well, that's where the dragon's home is, so we're not gonna go there, because that's gonna be for later, once we get stuff that we can actually use to raid the dragon. Like better materials and such. Yeah, I think for now we're gonna not go for that, but I do really, really think that getting a bunch of starting resources is a great idea. So we need a good area of the normal things. Also, what is this? So these are more bone blocks. We could get, I need to change my vein mine key. Old mine is button 5. There we go. Get some bones. I know I'm gonna need a lot of clay. Oh, there's another roguelike dungeon over here. We can use that. Should have... Okay. Choose your specialization. Combat, crafting, mining, combat. We'll grab that. Yeah, we'll do that. And... Oh, this is... Yeah. Okay. What was it? B? Better leveling, open GUI, mechanism, open backpack, quick access to Tetra tool belt or new waypoint. We're gonna just have it on sophisticated backpacks for B, tool belt, restock for that, and then the open GUI will be L, which I need to then change and make sure that's the only thing for that. So, skill tree, and then we do K, and we can hopefully press stack, toggle shaders. There we go. So K opens this, and L opens this. We have 29 XP. So this stuff is all... There's different specializations. We need 30 levels for the other specializations. But I do think that was the best choice for us right this second. Also, this little Biomes of Plenty bush. Cool. You'll love to see it. Another... You know what? I'm not gonna attack the dudes. There's also, like, tortoises and stuff. They're really cute. I think we just do actually go into the roguelike dungeon. So, I think I'm gonna need to... Yeah, I'm gonna need to change some settings real quick. There we go. So now you guys should be able to see when we're underground. And that shouldn't be too bad. You should be able to see. It should just make it a little smoother for visuals. It looks like we did get to skip a full story of this actual area, which is cool. So instead, we just need to actually run around and... Okay, monsters over here. Okay, cool. It's a skeleton. We'll get some extra combat XP. Maybe we get some other cool stuff as well. Arrows, string, gunpowder. Glass bottles. I'll grab rotten flesh as well. And it crashed. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out what happened and try and get it fixed. Okay, we're back. I think. Never mind. Okay, well, it broke again. Okay, let's see if it works now. Okay, it's working. It's working. Okay, it crashed again. Wow, okay. So there's a problem when getting shot by arrows. Now I have to read another crash log. Hooray. I took out Britannia. That may have fixed it. If it doesn't fix it, I know in a second. So it was a Britannia ticking problem the last time. Doesn't seem to be the problem anymore, which is that means that we have actually solved it. The issue is now there's no Britannia. Honestly, is not too big of a deal. That's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. That's cool, I guess. Let's get rid of the skeleton spawner. Then, I guess, continue along. Stuff to be getting steak. Okay, so, maybe we can get it to crash again, and then we'll be able to solve even more. Not just the grout or tinkers, but also several other. It does seem like this was the starting area for the. Okay, we're getting a bunch of seeds as well. I do want to grab same with songs and stuff, just because. Also, getting some interesting stuff. It's saturated. Manuscripts, a gold apple, different magnet. We already have a pretty good magnet. I'm not gonna. I have the gold. Eventually, bad things could happen. Basically, that end gobber foof. End gobber level of. It's a mimic. Knew it. Artifacts, and it gave us the Aqua Dash. Honestly, not bad. We'll equip them. And a couple different. And maybe we'll be able to find even a whole bunch of stuff down here. And there's just a whole bunch of stuff, period, that we need to actually do. So, explosion-proof jacket, we got a lucky. I do actually want. Got plenty of charm slots. We've actually got plenty of a lot of different that have a other disc. Page. Interesting. I don't think it's like the world or crazy good, so grab it. Continue carrying on. The point of this is to just raid a dungeon. Level up. We also have. I'm mostly speccing into resistances. Apples. Don't know what just happened. Also, we got Phantom. Oh, okay, got you. So I got that from Block of Emerald. Chest with several music. We got Word. Break the Lectern. Apparently doesn't have anything like it did. Be able to use those. Could just skip a floor or two. I don't think I want to do that yet. I'll grab floors while we're doing. Certain things are going to be a little bit harder to find, and if you've got a big open space, it's just better the sheer amount. You're here. Got of course the fossilized stuff. Yeah, so wait. Going for stuff like dilithium, which dilithium is used for dilithium. Period. So then alloys into cyanide size mint. So alloy. Seemingly villager spawner down here. Staying enough. Fair. I do like getting heart crystals. Shoot, I don't know where you guys are actually spawning. That's it. I have mining. Okay, thankfully. But not bad at all. Got a bunch of stuff here. Scavenger 3 is a big one for mobs to roll their loot. Got the Pentaconter, which big disc, that one. I think I had it. Great, because now we do have it. Additional thing that I want to do. I'm properly. Iron flesh goes in there. Heart crystals go in there, and the saving love saturation. Going for that because saturation gives us very helpful. And we can always unspec it. The farther we go down, actually things might be a good place for us to start. Sorry, I just had to sneeze hard. Sweet potato crop. Don't think we have sweet potato seed. Pop those in there. Also, grab the brewing stand, because stands are great. This is a spawner. Probably. Okay, you know what? Ambient mobs and your king stuff. Stop it. No, ow. You're actually hurting me. There we go. Should be able to heal out a little bit extra of that. The reflecting is the biggest issue. Reflecting me. Thankfully now we're able to avoid that by cave spider spawn eggs, and they're falling none. Traveler, okay, traveler's nice. Traveler's gonna be bigger areas. Perfect. What's on in? Directly, blast protection, power 2. If it was a higher level of power, and a power 2, like, not even grabbing it. I do. For the most part, I mean, we could skip another level and find it downstairs. Necessary. Know that I need things or other things. Another iron backpack, honestly, not bad. Free backpacks are always nice. I'm gonna grab the fisher. Eliminating more fish. Because I do level particular things. Like if I want to make a giant fish tank of amazing black axolotls, I'm gonna need a substantial amount. I guess I do bucket it. I mean, they should make it so you can axolotl out of it. It is what it is. I do have an ability. Saturate. Strength, I think, is 8 levels. Exactly. Nope. What there's the ability. I don't know. Strength, I'm not too about. Wither that we got really early on. It's 11. Stone as well. Enchantment table, okay. Add the bucket to that. I don't really right now. Base. Nether goo and fine. Our way right. Silverfish. Like silverfish. Watch my. I don't want you. Respect that. I actually don't. They're annoying, and I had a silverfish outbreak. Rendition. See it? Stuff that I worked really hard on. Yeah. I do. We're gonna make a waypoint. Lightning Dragon Cave. That is what's down here. I'm not going to, I'm not gonna. That would get us immediately eliminated right now. We are nowhere near strong enough to be taking on a lightning dragon. Okay, fuck that. What I probably main one being going down to nether level. A little bit of stuff down here. Unless there is a lower level. Honestly, I forgot that we had fire resistance, so dealing with a couple of the types of dragons, but get a schematic at silverfish. This is what I hate about silverfish, is that they just keep coming, and I don't know where they all are, so I can't get rid of all of them, and then I just get, like, just overwhelmed, and it's just genuinely so annoying. Regardless, we got some full nap, battery, and didn't have it. I do think, though, that this is going to be discovered a meteor over here. Interesting, because meteorites have a particular level of thing inside of them. Is fine, quite nice. Oh, main reason why we are mining alloys with other with obsidian to meteorite, alloys with osram, abyssum, so to get iox fluid, alloys adamant has amazing property, and the reason why we are actually acquiring this is because I want it. I'm gonna grab a little obsidian. I do think we're gonna need a combination of obsidian, other things. This is actually of course, we're getting our obsidian level of, or the nether level, roguelike dungeon. Maybe playing the 2nd edition of again at some point. I don't know yet. You guys to comment below what mod packs you really playing, because then I can. The reason why I stopped playing it, wanted to watch it, but then they did. Then I played it and then I stopped playing it, watched it again. Then people didn't want to watch it. Also, the big meteorite, maybe there's something, I don't know. But we can always give it a try. I do think it might explode. Also, there's Duranite. Is entirely new thing. Also, is a big dub, or quite tough to get. So, don't know if Emerald will be able to harvest. I mean, we can give it a try. I can always find more. So, it's not too bad. Will it get us Duranite? Okay, so we got Duranite. What do I use Duranite for? Duranite into liquid, which goes into barium, which is adamant. Okay, so we need it. We also need it for nihil. Wait, nihilite is that barium. It has Soul Eater. Gosh, we got nihilite back. My favorite Tinker's Construct thing. Nihilite. It is perfect. It is exactly how you want it. As you kill things with it, it gets stronger. That is what I love about certain. And that's how I really think a lot of this. Tiger's Eye and other stuff. But I think down here. I want to grab dilithium and alloy things. I'm gonna need. I grab a yellow one. I really like axolotls. My younger brother really loves axolotls. I might actually get one at some point. But there's just not to love about that. Other thing. What the? That's sound. What the? What in the? Okay. Something happening right now that I'm not aware of. Oh, this actually vibes. What? I just don't actually know what's happening. Why is this playing? What? I have music off. Is this ambient environment? No, it's... Okay, what actually... Is this the players? I'm so confused. What? I'm so confused. Wait, is this a liquid metaphor? I don't actually know what this is. Dimensional plasma. Dang, okay. Got osmium. I guess we'll go to the nether. Of course, there's a wasp from Chaos of that. Okay, we need to go deeper. How do I get out, though? Is there a Young's Better portal advance? The Abyss. Structure. Play. A path of spawner. Craft. I think I'm gonna need a bigger tabs. A lot of advancement. But do I need to wait at yeah. Okay, dimensional plasma. Okay, so is this the only way for us to get back? Is the question. If I plop this down, can't use that in this. That did a thing. That did a little more than I was expecting or wanting, but you know, fair enough. Yes. We got some diamonds. What's some? Grab some eggs. And relatively high up for the nether. Irium. Level 6. And harvested them. Delirium, Solarium. And I threw them. So I'm gonna need a bunch of different ores. This is gonna get this fast. You might be stuck in the nether for a while, but it should have. Oh, there's a. There's dudes. Or vapor. I don't know if I want to. Okay, so do not vein mine Tiberium. What I am under. When you vein mine Tiberium, things seem to break. Giddy blazes. Giddy. Okay, we got skill points. We got skill points. We got stuff that we can invest. So, 6 skill. Holy, okay, we missed out on a little. We also have 24 levels. I guess we can get strength. Get water breath. That's the next play. 7 levels. We can get levels in. So critical strike. We need basic 5 now. Let's go. Go. This is the way down. Goes down well. Okay. Just. Oscar toss down. Also, just a random. Okay, free chest. Cool. 4 bottles. Strength. Got another bag. Okay, so it seems like this is just another one of those random structures. There's giddy blaze dudes in here that I don't really worry about. Okay. Alright, it doesn't seem like too big of a... Maybe I just go, like, back up. Let's see, what do we actually get? So Tiberium crystal. What do we use that for? Tiberium... Cyanite, fractum. Tiberium... Cyanite. Cyanite. Fractum. Fractum. Self? Good material? Like, yes? I don't know. Tantrum. Okay, interesting. Might need. Might be worth grabbing a little. I'm gonna grab a little bit. So, gotta grab enough that we have enough. And I'm probably... Okay, so apparently if you mine too much fast, or just random one, so don't do that. Just mine the one, all you need. Yeah, I don't really, but I do think that going up is out of it. Actually, you know what? We're at Y100. Nether, I don't think up anymore. I do down. Oh, my emerald pickaxe is broken. That's great. Yes. Okay, I don't have compression. That's another mod add. Okay. By the way, if you want to play this mod pack yourself, let me know, because I will try and make it public as I possibly. I'm working on it. It's my own mod pack. It's playing with. I find it to be a lot of fun, but let me know whether to work on it. No one wants to play it down. Upload it. Play it. Way too much work on it. Okay, there we go. Okay, blaze rods. I already have instead of finding a blaze spawn. Could potentially be a way out. Yeah, I'm also gonna need to do the math. Exactly what I need. Gordo seeds. Nether agriculture. Interesting. Got Gordo. Gordo looks relatively not upset. Fall damage. Piglin. Sorry. It's so soggy. Guess because it is Nylium. I can't do this soggy. Yeah. So soggy. Okay. I'm gonna ignore that hole. I still also don't know how to get out of them. I have to research that in. I just did. Be able to find some extra structures. I gotta remember that it doesn't matter if I won't. take damage. Regardless of, probably should grab the magma one. The magma. Cross. Okay, I can't. 3 gold blocks are. Where do you have a stack of gold in there? Fun. Grab you. Osram. That the only way to get all. Then I'm gonna have to do. I think it's. Yes. That should. Osram for the actual. And we need it for Dianite, Ignis, Iox, and your. I think several flutes. I'm gonna grab. I do think we need cobalt, at least for Manglin, as well as other things. If you guys didn't know, in the versions with netherite, instead of making Manglin ardite, use debris. You don't actually need to have. You don't need this anymore. It. Great. Yeah. Anyway, we got another Oz ring. Why do I have such bad visibility? But it is what it is. Let's grab ourselves one more. Then end the episode here. I do have to figure out how we're back out of the nether. Or we can. So, get out of the nether, and I see you guys after how to. We did actually find a reclaimer at the last episode, apparently, for getting back to the overworld. So, we're gonna grab that. We're gonna grab some gold, and I round it by gold in order to get us to actually have a portal that can get back, but. So, what we're gonna need to do, like, wait, I don't know. So, what we can do, actually, if we are sprinting, we can sprint lava. All I need to do is this. Try and discover some. I don't fully know. Looked like there was a worm. Very curious. Serpent type. But alternatively, we also just found fun collectible. Absolutely. Grab. Sound. Okay, it just sounds like we're on slime. At the end of the world, it doesn't sound as bad as if we were on, like, which sounded like we were actually just slopping off. Awful. Really, genuinely, a little uncomfortable. That as well. Grabbing a bunch of different So, we've gotten quite a, song. These songs, I don't know why they turn on, but like every once in a while, dope song. I don't actually know what it comes from, or if it's gonna give us like a copyright strike or something. But it's just like every 5 minutes, and I don't know what it is. Like I don't even know if you guys can hear me okay over there. Probably not. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it left. Also, you guys can now hear how juicy the sounds of Crimson Nylium are. Isn't this so pleasant to hear? I love it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Also, I just have become a Strider. But I do think we can jump still, which is great. It's a lot faster. And we're also close to a good old-fashioned... I mean, hopefully we can get ourselves somewhere. Because it would be nice if we can get ourselves enough of everything. But I do need to break down what alloys in what concentrations we actually do need. And I also need another reclaimer in order for us to get back. So I gotta find another one of those structures. We probably should make a structure compass for, but I haven't done that yet. What are the compasses made out of? Explorer's compass. I need cracked stone bricks, which shouldn't be too difficult. Because I know I already have cobwebs, but yeah, the issue is just gonna be getting everything out. Huh. Where? Oh, where? Wait, what is this? Nether gobber ore. Perfect. Oh, hey. Did you just take my nether gobber ore? You little beastie. You've made me upset. You have. That's what you've done. How could you do this to me? Took my nether gobber. My nether gobber to gob. Now I need to find more nether gobbers so that I can grow more nether gobber. Because nether gobber. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about. We did find a nether temple, like a jungle temple, except for, actually, not except for anything. They're pretty much the exact same, so, like, genuinely, like, the exact same. So we got some gold. We also got some ancient darts, which is cool. Air of damage, instant damage too. Cool. We also got a bone guild 1, which is just it's just one of those things that you find every once in a while. And most of this stuff is honestly not too important for us. But what is important for us is able to take care of everything. Regardless. We're going to also just get rid of those. Just kind of walk up here. There's probably another chest in there. I'm not too worried about it. I mostly want to... I want to return to sender you. How did that blow up right in front of me? There we go. Okay. There we go. There's also a random portal here, I guess. Is there a chest for this one? Or is it just completely obfuscated by lava? Okay, it's just completely obfuscated by lava. Cool. At least we got a block of gold for it, which is nice. And there's a whole Colosseum thing over here, which, you know, usually I would avoid, but, you know, I'm feeling a little cocky right now. Let's do it. So we've got good old-fashioned normal staircase. And this is just a little entrance, I guess. Extra Osram, which only spawns in lava. Great. Because Osram is something we need, which it's just one of those alloys that we need copious amounts of that is hard to get for no reason. But, I mean, hey, whatever. Okay, so this is from Cataclysm. This is one of the things that I'm going to be adding as a mid-tier, yeah, okay, so this is the thing that we did in Crazy Craft. And the reason why this was in Crazy Craft was because the boss that you can only fight by taking out one of those guys is actually quite good. Also, they gave us drop bear claws, which I don't actually know what drop bear claws do, but it gives us the thing. That's what these are drop bears. And there should be another one. Yeah, there's another one over here, so we can fight the dude twice. I'm gonna fight the actual zombified piglins as well. But I do not think that we are geared enough currently to fight Ignis. So we're not going to do that quite yet. Huh? Is this an explosion-resistant gas? If this is an explosion-resistant gas, I'm gonna cringe. Oh, okay, we can hit it. It just doesn't take normal damage levels. Okay. So it's gonna fly over there. Perfect. I've hit the gas 3 times. Okay, come on. We just need to hit it like... Oh! How many times do I need to hit the gas? Okay, apparently just one more time. So I just need to keep complaining about it, but... Okay. So, add altar of fire. Okay, there we go. So we've got our altar of fire marked, and now it's time for us to jump off the building. Because we don't take fall damage, which is great. And hopefully we can get some wither skeletons. I don't actually know if wither skeletons spawn in Soul Sand Valley, but I definitely know that normal skeletons do, which is great. And hopefully we can also find some other stuff. Although, I am realizing that finding another reclaimer will be a little bit tedious, so maybe, just maybe, we will end up doing something else, but I know that finding a reclaimer is going to be very important. And I am realizing that I probably should have done something particularly different, because soul sand is incredibly slow to climb on, so we are going to do it. Because this is much quicker than it would have been with soul sand. So, you know, you live and you learn and you live. I don't usually have to deal with slowness, but you know, it is what it is, right? Also, I will take out the skeletons, and then we're doing... Okay, well, apparently I can't place stuff underneath me for no reason. I just, like, am bad at it, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that you guys want to play this mod pack yourself. I really am genuinely curious if people want to play this. It's gonna be quite fun. I'm working on the quest system and everything. Most of the stuff is going to be randomized quest rewards, because I think that gambling is fun when it is for a game that you've already paid for and you don't have to risk anything. Because gambling without risk in a fun way where it's just random rewards is nice. And yeah, but regardless, got wait, what? There we go. Unlock. Interesting. That one was actually invisible. But regardless, we do need to actually get home. So I think what we use is we just float up, right? Just float up with it, and then it takes you out. Look, you gotta stop this. I'm just trying to go home. Like, come on now. I'm just trying to get home, you know? I'm just going up. We go up. Does it take us through? What? How do I actually use this? Do I have to break this through to the top? Do I have to break it through the nether roof or something? Like, bruh. Okay, so that doesn't work. What do I need to do? Do I need to surround it with gold blocks? Is that actually what it is? Because if it's that, then I feel a little dumb, but, you know, it makes sense, I guess. Probably should not have killed that dog, but... okay, don't take that out of context. That's gonna sound horrendous out of context. Okay, we just will combine the gold, and then we'll plop that in there. And then we will grab the gold there and gold there. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's how it works. And that's how... Okay, that makes sense. You know what? That makes a lot more sense. And now we're back up here, and now we can get that taken care of, get the spider dudes edificated. Tombstone soulbound can go out, we our netherrack, and... Okay, I've got most of the things that I actually need, so for now I do think we're going to casually just, evacuate, and by evacuate, I mean run around until we can mine pretty much straight up and then just get out from it. Because I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to have to do this. There we go, perfect. And now we're out. We have escaped successfully, and we are at Y35, because of course we are. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, you know, this is fine. We're fine, right? Armacene ore? Whatever. An alloy. Alloyable thing. I think we might need it eventually. I don't know. We need most of the for alloys, so, I mean, it is. If we need it, we need it. Regardless, let's just mine. I'm just gonna mine. I don't care more. Okay, well, this was not where I intended on going to from my like that, but, you know, fair enough. Broke my emerald pickaxe again, which is great. So let's just repair it, and then we can mine some more. We're just trying to get out. I also know that I need clay, so I probably should just click that out of the old-fashioned double stack of clay. Clay, yeah. I don't really need soul soil either. So I guess we can just grab a little extra clay. That's fine, right? Grab some sand as well, and we can just float ourselves up to the surface. And now we just need to get ourselves our way back home, which I don't even know where home is. So, okay. So, home is this house. Temporary waypoint. Edit waypoint. Gold. And home. Restore waypoint. There we go. So, this is home. We go home. Our home. We go home. Time to run home. Ignore skeleton. Simply run home. Climb tree. Run home. Get to home. Need home. Home. Want home. I do think that this is going to be close to the end of this episode, but before I do finish off this one, I want you guys to determine in the comments what extra mods you think I should add. So as of right now, we've got a bunch of RPG stuff, we got some tech, most of it's related to just base storage stuff, but overall it's nothing too crazy. And I want to know what kind of genre of mods you guys think that I should add more of, because as of right now, the mod list is only about 200 mods. I'm working on optimizations and other stuff, but it's relatively nice, so I want to hear you guys' opinions. Leave them in the comments. Yeah. Also, if you want to play this Modpack yourself, please genuinely put, like, a message in the comments, because it does help out to determine whether or not I will actually end up creating more. Because, again, I can only do so much. I'm just a one-man team making these videos while I also do school, and the reason why I make these videos is because they pay for my schooling right now, and yeah, it's pretty chill, so I hope that you guys do enjoy these particular videos. They're not particularly tough to make. I mean, as you can probably tell, I'm just playing a game, enjoying it, and I enjoy the fact that you guys enjoy it too. So yeah, I mean, just let me know what you guys want to see, and I will do my best to make it happen. I'm not going to say that I'm going to be perfect, but I'll definitely do the best that I can in the moment, because I really enjoy doing this stuff. So, yeah, I am going to grab extra waystones, because I do think they're going to be very helpful. And for the most part, I'm just going to ignore the pillager outpost, because I don't really want to deal with it. Also, we just may have crashed, which is not optimal. We are on our way running back to our actual home, and we're passing by this beautiful, beautiful little waystone tower that we're going to steal the waystone from, because of course we are. And the reason that we're going to do that is simply because more waystone equals easier to work with. And the reason why that is the case is because, well, having waystones is really, really much more simple than not having waystones, because I don't want to have to use the FTB commands to actually, you know, do things. Some people think that that is a little cheatsy, and, you know, I would rather listen to the people than not. Also, I just fell down because I was not wanting to be patient, and that was a little stupid, so instead we're just gonna mine. Because, I mean, but we get up even farther, and now it is time to get to the top. See, I don't know why in their designs for these structures that they decided to go for a, design that doesn't let you go all the way up to the top with a single ladder, but fair enough, I guess. Iron for free and a entire another waystone, and we are going to Geronimo ourselves down after checking if there's any more chests, because we have fall damage reduction. So we don't have to worry about fall damage. What we're also going to do is we're going to spec a couple different skills. So we have some combat skill points, which most of it is going to go into resistances. In fact, all of it is. Then we have 3 points for mining, which of course we're just going to branch out this way to try and get towards fortune over there. And yeah, that's pretty much that for that. If you do want to try this mod pack for yourself, please let me know in the comments, because I have been working on this pack for quite some time now. It's just, like, it's what I love doing is just playing my own packs. Because, it's fun and all playing, like, quest-related packs and everything, but I kind of want to make my own. So, if you want to play this one in particular, please let me know, because I will be making a quest line, and it just crashed, which is why I need... Here we go. It seemed like the main issue is actually just a RAM issue. I wasn't allocating enough RAM, and it's just a pack-specific setting that I changed. But what we should be able to do is just kind of run along, and of course, we are now going straight back home, because home is where the heart is, and that's where we need to be. But as you can see, there's a ton of structures and everything else around here that we're going to be taking in a little bit, and it crashed. I'm gonna have to read the logs on that one again. I don't know what the issue is. Okay, well, I think that changing that may have been for the better. So what I ended up having to do is I had to remove one of the mods that adds a little bit to the world gen that was actually ending up using quite a bit of the space as new chunks were generated, unfortunately. And the main reason for that was just because it added a bunch of really cool things that now had to get removed. But what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be chilling and getting our way back. But there's, of course, battle towers, there's dragons, there's other insane things. There's extra, free gold from these. It's great. There's also just random skeletons over there. The whole thing is, it's just the mods that I particularly enjoy, and if you don't enjoy them, or if you want to play and don't want to play with certain mods, you can tweak it as you see fit, but I need to know if people actually want to play this, so please leave your opinions. I need to know whether you guys want to play this or not. By the way, by the time that I will actually be able to post this as a mod pack, you guys will not be suffering with any of the issues that I've made, I've encountered here, because, they're just initial issues. For the most part, they will all be solved by the time that this mod pack goes live, if it goes live at any point in time. And the reason for that is because, of course, well, I am a one-man YouTuber, developer team, random dude who makes things on the internet because I enjoy doing it because it's fun and it's just something I really enjoy doing. But if you want to support me, of course, you can also become a YouTube member, because I post videos like this nearly every single day. I post YouTube shorts, usually multiple times a day as well. And overall, it's quite cool. I really enjoy this, and I hope that you guys will as well. Because honestly, it's just a lot of fun. Like, I love sharing just how amazing and fun things can be, and I hope that you guys are able to find some enjoyment and gain something from the content that I share and put out in the world. Because that's what I think life's all about. I think life's all about helping others and giving others the opportunity to be able to enjoy things as much as you do. So that's what I'm doing, and I hope that you guys will enjoy this. I was trying to find a really good world gen situation. Also, it's day 9 already. We're almost at day 10. I'm probably going to be doing little compilations every 10 days or so, because I do think that's going to be a fun thing to be doing. But hopefully we're going to be able to go through and get there all the way during this episode. We're encountering a little lag as the world starts up, but should be able to get a little bit of a ways. Of course, we're having some Chaos Awakened stink bugs, and I don't know if you guys saw, but I did in fact actually add the Waystone's 2 waypoints features, so now whenever we activate a Waystone, we will actually get ourselves a good old-fashioned waypoint, which is perfect. I'm very happy with that. It's honestly very, very nice, so we should be able to just kind of make our way up here and take good care of everything. Of course, we gotta make sure that we don't go too far or do too much here, but of course, there we go. And now we should be able to activate you. More clothes! 3 emeralds, we get an iron ingot, we also got a compass, which is going to be nice, because extra compasses are going to help us greatly, and now it's time for us to continue running straight home. If you guys do want the full mod pack, mod list, mod things, let me know, because I will need to actually do that and take care of that, and that is going to be a large project, but if enough people comment below that they want to play on this mod pack themselves, then you guys are gonna need to tell me so that I can actually post it and, you know, so you guys can play it, because I personally think that you guys are really gonna enjoy it. But I mean, hey, it's not a light mod pack, it's also not run or anything, so I would highly recommend that you know what you're getting into before you comment that you want to see this. Also, we are in some kind of outback, random kangaroos, but we're gonna run, and it looks like there is another lightning dragon over there, which we have not actually fought a lightning dragon yet, other than at the beginning, and we did in fact die to one. The lightning dragon will try and attack us, and we can take it out, because it's lame and it doesn't know what it's getting itself into. Because I'm a dope dude, I'm sick with it, I know what I'm doing, see? Y'all didn't stand a chance. And hopefully this guy drops his backpack, because that'd be nice. And of course he didn't, but that's fine too. Regardless, I'm gonna need to sort through some stuff, because we need to actually... Wait, I'm a little sped. You know what I'm realizing? I do think we have a waystone at home. Yeah, you know, now that I'm realizing that we spent that entire time doing stuff that's kind of useless, just to, you know, yep, wow, okay, that was, wow, I'm gonna need to sort through a whole load of stuff, but what I also need to do is, we have quartz crystals, I also have a bunch of other stuff. We're gonna need to make a bunch more storage at some point, and also take care of a bunch of other extra random stuff. But for now, I do think I want to go grab that lightning dragon stuff first. So I need to go to our clothes. And I think it wasn't too far this way, right? Yeah, it was just like right over the hill. It's right over the hill, right over here, where the lightning dragon attacked us. Because it attacked us. It was self-defense. I don't pride myself in slaying dragons. Okay, maybe a little bit, but like, it attacked me first. I didn't attack first. It attacked first. It was merely self-defense. A copper dragon. It was mean. It was being mean. I swear. I would not lie. It was being mean. You know, it was mean to me first. Okay, what we should do before anything else is we need to actually get ourselves mining specialization unlocked so that we can start going into, of course, several other things, but mostly stone cutting, treasure hunting, prospecting, and sprint speed, because I do think those are very important. So for now, I think we'll leave that, but we also have extra leveling points for other things, so we're going to unlock that finished part. Honestly, let's just unlock this full branch of the skill tree, and then we'll be able to work through everything else. But let's go back to and I'm gonna need to start making a house, which is gonna be a thing. I do think for now, the main goal of this is going to be taking care of everything. So we need to eat some stuff. Of course, there's a bunch of stuff we haven't eaten yet, which we need to eat, but there's also a bunch of stuff that we don't need to eat, that we need to take care of, and a bunch more stuff that we actually need to figure out what we're going to actually do with. So those things. These are getting chucked out. Perfect. There we go. And another thing that I'm gonna need to do is figure out, honestly, what do I want to make my house out of? I kind of like the acacia theme, I'm not gonna lie, but I do think that we'll need to make it at the end of this row, so we'll make it here. And, you know, at least we'll get some acacia seeds, everything, be able to replant a little bit, extra wood, grab you guys from some extra seeds. Perfect. Of course, we got some different wheat seeds, different carrot seeds from, of course, you know, the good old-fashioned agricraft mod. And what we're gonna do, I think, is, because these guys are all on stilts, we're gonna need to actually make those stilts, but I do think sleeping at first is going to be the better play for us right this second. So let's just do this, let's get some sleep, and then we'll be able to do it or right after we get up, because that's all we need to do. So it's day 10, which means we're gonna have to make a little compilation of the last episodes, but you know, I don't actually know what episode this is. I think it's episode 7, maybe episode 8, I don't. There's explosions random. You know what? I think they're just doing experiments. I'm not gonna worry about them. They'll be fine. They'll be fine, I trust. So make ourselves some fences. I think 18 should be good enough, because what we're gonna do is this is going to end up being a 5x5 internal structure. The way that I'm gonna do this is we got 3x3, then we go 5, and then we go 5, perfect, and then we go build right here. Yes, good. Why do I have letters flying around me? What happened to me? What do I have? What? I look to be perplexed. I'm confusion. I'm very confusion. I don't know what's happening. Regardless, it's fine. We can ignore it. I think 12 stairs should be good, because this is going to be where the floor is. Actually, you know what? We'll go do, and then do. Wait, whoops, wrong way. Do, and then we go 2 more level, right? Yeah, like that, and then that leaves us. Yeah, actually, that works even better. So then we go like that, and then this can go merging like that. And then that works even better, because then it looks like these are going into the bottom of the actual thing. Because they kind of are, in a way, I guess. Also, Jesus, I am apparently just bad at placing acacia wood. I don't know why. I'm just, like, the particles around me, I'm just so perplexed. I gotta maybe change particles for 1 second. There we go. Okay, so what we've got to do, of course the particles won't leave, but that's fine. Let's just grab ourselves a ton of acacia planks. And what we'll do is we will, honestly, I do like the idea of placing a good old-fashioned bone block pillar thing in the middle. Because bone block is very, very, like, it has a look to it. So I think we go 3 up, and then it'll extend 1 down, or no, we'll extend it all the way down to the bottom. There's just like a bone, it's just a bone spear that got stuck into the ground in the long day, the long days before time had a name. Okay, and then we go, and each of these corners is gonna go like this, because I'm gonna make it like semi-open concept, I think. So I need 3. Okay, we'll just balance, and that should be good, right? And then we go dope. And then the acacia wood can extend that, well as this side, which is perfect, because then we go dope, and dope, and dope. Okay, and then casually we'll extend it out one more, but this will be the block part of it. Because I'm making a very interesting structure, and I don't know exactly what I'm making until I finish making it. But I am going to add that down there, and that just for the front, just so that it looks more like an inviting building. I also want to... I don't remember how to path grass. Is it shovel? Yeah, it is shovel. Okay, that's what I remembered. Okay, perfect. And then we've got you guys, which would be that. Perfect. Then we can make little stations in the corners. And then we'll go like that. And now I need a couple more fences, which is fine, because it shouldn't be too big of a problem, because I got plenty of wood. Which is great, because that's, I mean, that's what we need, right? So there we go. There we go. And now we build a good old-fashioned little corner thing. There we go. Right? Yeah, that's how I wanted it to look, I think. I like it. I like it. That works. It works as intended, which is perfect, because then what I was gonna do is plot you there and you there. That's... and then have an actual row back here of these guys that actually connect properly, which is perfect, because then that'll be a nice complete thing. Because there we go, and then now we get block, 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 block. And we just continue that, and this will be our little good old-fashioned building. And I'm going to need to make a storage space, or storage system. So it's going to be a little different on this side, I guess, because I do a little bit extra space. So we're going to this as a little extra space for a storage system, which is great. Because I can actually do that with everything else. Because not everything has to be against everything. We can make things for things, because, you know, chill. Everything is chill. Everything is dope. Everything's vibing. It's all good. It's all good. We're chilling. Nothing's wrong, right? Like, it's all vibes. It's all good vibes. It's all chill vibes. We're all just having a good time, you know? Life doesn't need to be so stressful. We can just chill. It's all good. You want to add those guys, and then you can add those. And I like having those little gaps, though. It's nice. I don't know. It feels right. And do that symmetrical. There we go. Honestly, I like it. I like it a lot. Well, now we need storage, so I guess we will make ourselves a bunch of acacia chests. And for now, until we actually make a storage system, I do think that we will store stuff in... wait, do we have iron chests in here? Because, I do have iron chests in here, which is perfect, because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it greatly. Okay, so 2 chests, 4 chests should be good enough. Because then we get 4 iron chests. I'm gonna need to make an iron chest chapter for stuff. But that's gonna be an entirely new thing that regardless, we got gold as well, which is great. And then what we'll be able to do is the gold chests are just like the iron chest, but that. And then diamond chests are diamonds and glass. Okay, so we just need glass. There I really have a... Do I have a good furnace? Do I have iron furnaces in here? I do have iron furnaces in here. Okay, so we can get ourselves one of our furnaces upgraded a little bit, right? I would hope at least. Very minimum, get it to iron and gold tier. Gold takes a gold block. Interesting. Does diamond? Diamond uses glass as well. Okay, so we just need... I need glass to get diamond furnaces, which is crazy. At least thankfully, gold still smelts relatively fast, so that's good. We can also grab another one of, or we can grab our other furnace, and we can also move our bed. So that we can get our second gold furnace, I can plop it on top of the first one, and we'll have a little concise storage nook. And I will put my sleeping bed right there, my sleeping bed, sleeping bag, whatever. We can make our torches. I don't know if I have torch. I don't think I have other torches. So torches I'll place on the sky, which is perfect because that lights up that area. And then what we can do is we'll put them on the middle of the bone spear. And also, I guess we'll put one on of that area. Huh. So plop one on the back of that. Also put them down here. I'll put one down there, and then one right here. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Kick you off my bed. This is my bed. Let me sleep. Ladies. Okay, day 11. Dope. You'll love to see it. 12 of you guys, which I don't think is enough for... Okay, we gotta make ourselves another good old-fashioned iron furnace. Which I don't actually know if we have enough iron for that right this second. Do I have nuggets? I do have iron nuggets. Okay. So, 8, which is just enough for us to make ourselves another iron furnace, and then a gold block for a gold furnace. And then we can hopefully decide that we want to do this and make ourselves a glass, or diamond furnace rather, and then we can shift the sand production to the diamond furnace, and then we can take this one and we can make it into a diamond furnace as well, and then we can do and split the coal that's in there into that, and also make ourselves our diamond chests. Diamond chests are very simple, which is great. 2 diamond chests, which go right there, and also decide that we split our current stuff, which is perfect. Arid, neutral, low. Perfect. Okay, so we need to get more stuff for more diamond chests, but I think for now we're relatively good. So I'm going to put farming and food resources into this chest. That's just how I'm gonna describe it. Then we're going to put wood. Actually, this is our farming resource. Blocks into that one. Mob loot and other miscellaneous into this one, and resources, just resources into this one. So, glass is a block, which will be in there. Mob loot and resources goes into this one, which we'll have to organize out, which is going to be a lot of stuff. And enchantment books. Enchantment books are a mob drop, so we'll put them in there for now. But yeah, this is going to be a lot, because there's a lot for us to take care of. I'm going to classify music discs as a mob drop, because they technically are a mob drop. Same with most of this stuff, I'm going to be honest. But there we go, perfect. And now the blocks, we'll just grab everything out of here. Lectern go in there, no block go there. Gunpowder copper, lead, andesite. That's manuscripts. I'm gonna put in there. Same with books. I'm gonna put clay, that there. Chancing table can go in there, so can chests. Bricks will go in here. Farming supplies, carrots, row, sweet potato. Paper is a farming thing. Those guys are good. And the gobbler food will go in there, and then sort out everything else that's in here. Holy, okay, so slime drop. Crystal shards, those go into mobs. I'm just taking out mob stuff. So, Inferium, spider eye, raw salmon. That's music disc. Wasp stinger, butter candy. Axolotls are going to farming. Blaze rods and rock hog will go in here. All that stuff goes in there. Cauldron will go in there. Obsidian, netherrack, jungle planks, dispenser will go into blocks. And then these guys are miscellaneous loot, so they're gonna go in there. And of course, we're getting another freaking fire jam session right now, because why not? It just happens randomly, and it just goes hard, and I don't know why. Regardless, those are all farming stuff. So was that, so was Gordo. So there's another port, space detector, this stuff. That goes in there, that goes in there, the rest of the stuff is all mob drop stuff. And that should be all of that stuff organized properly. And now we have a gold backpack and an iron backpack, so we need, what, 8 gold, and then I need diamonds first for that. Okay, that's fine. To not only be making a smeltery and also making some botany pots for this side and the alternate side, but we're going to be also setting up our nether portal thing. So I think that if we can, I want to put it right here. Okay, only place deep underground, so we gotta go pretty far down, I guess. And oh yeah, I should probably introduce what this actually is. So this is my own personal custom modded survival series. And essentially this is just a custom mod pack that I made that I really enjoy playing. I really like the way that it's made and the way that I've set it all up. And I'm really looking forward to getting to continue to spend most of my time playing Minecraft on this mod pack, because honestly, I got kind of bored of playing a ton of questing mod packs and going through all those. I will still be doing those sometimes, but for the most part, I'm going to be doing mostly just this, because this is my real passion, this is what I enjoy the most, and this is what I really want to do. So, essentially, in this episode, what we're going to be doing is, first we got to dig apparently deep underground, which I don't know how deep it actually wants me to go. So I guess we'll just go down to the bottom. Is this deep enough? Is the real question. Because that's bedrock. We've got flat bedrock turned on, so we don't have to worry too much about that. As well as we have fire resistance and everything else from a couple of abilities. Of course, the random music is turning on. I don't know why this keeps happening, but I'm trying to figure it out and trying to fix it so that it doesn't interrupt and interfere with the music that I usually play during these videos, but hopefully this is low enough down that we are able to actually put this guy down. So dimensional plasma, perfect, our dimensional plasma is down. So we're going to mark this as portal entrance. Of course, having a hard time spelling with one hand, but that's fine. So we got our portal entrance, and we're going to just hop right in and wait for us to be transported into the nether. And from here, what we're going to be doing is, this is where we are transported. So we're going to put our return beacon right here. So this is the reclaimer. And once you surround it with gold, it then turns into a beacon. So Now we're going to also mark this entrance, and that is going to be that. As well as, we're going to return, because I still need to go and actually get myself a home set, because the only one of the FTV server commands that I'm going to let myself use is actually /home. And the reason for that is because I personally think that /home is the most fair out of all of the different like slash commands, like /home, like warps. And we're gonna allow ourselves a total of 3 warps total. So I don't want to set the portal entrance as a warp because for the most part I don't think it's completely necessary. And the reason why I'm mining our way back up to the surface is because I want a little bit more of a couple different materials that we can only find down here. Most of it's going to be iron and a couple other ores, but of course we're also going to get a couple different things. So salt is going to be useful, so is the stuff from Tinker's Alloying Edition, because that mod, Tinker's Alloying add-on, that mod itself adds so many different alloys that we will need to actually be utilizing. So we're going to make sure that we get enough of particular types of ores so that we can actually alloy stuff together to make even better materials, because there's no all the modium mod in this particular pack. I was contemplating adding it, but then I decided against it just purely by the fact that I think it's a little bit stronger than really is good. And I do know that Big Bertha and some other stuff is in here, and I want to actually be able to use those, because I want this to be like a pseudo Crazy Craft for 2025. Just because I really enjoy Crazy Craft. I really think that it's kind of some annoying little pieces of BS that Crazy Craft is not actually in its full state with all of the bosses and everything, and so I'm actually working on my own mods to add back some of the bosses. It is taking some time because I don't actually have a ton of skills when it comes to mod creation, so I am working on that. But if you want to see most of that, then I would highly recommend leaving a like on this video and telling me in the comments what mods and other things you think I should add, as well as if you want to see and play this project for yourself, because as of right now, this is a private mod pack that I've just made and use, and it doesn't have a ton of optimizations, but if I can get some support going, then I should be able to... Ooh, we got Vibranium. But if I can get some support going, then I should be able to actually make a team for this and get it some actual good development direction, which will be very helpful, and I think that you guys would love that. And I need at least some conveying of support, because otherwise there's no way I can fund this myself. And I can do crowdfunding if enough people really want it. The issue is figuring out if people want it, because again, I'm literally just an engineering student. I don't know a ton about coding. I'm not a coding engineer. I'm literally a completely different kind of engineer. And so by completely different kind of engineer, I mean more so like my particular facet of engineering is energy engineering. So it's my passion, but again, I also think that we need to actually have some kind of direction with this, and I really want to be able to go through and make this a public thing, because I do think that a lot of people would enjoy it, and I really hope that you guys will and are willing to support me on this, because I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude who likes playing games and sharing it with other people and trying to spread a positive message. So if you guys do want that, please do support me. We do need a little bit extra clay. I think I have... Okay, I got rid of the emeralds, so my, of course, stuff is about to break, but we should still be able to get up. Or I don't actually know if I have a home set anywhere first, which I probably should have done. but I don't think I did because I think I was just saying like, we'll be able to do it. It'll be fine. But I don't think that I was right actually. I think I probably should have, you know, probably shouldn't have just run down here. Maybe we can slash home. Do I have a home? I do have a home. It's back at home. I probably should have. I keep forgetting that I have these commands and everything added because this is my own mod pack and usually I don't have them. But for content's sake, it does seem a little better. So we're going to slash set home and just have home be set right here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to deposit all of this stuff into our resource chest, and then what we're going to be doing is I need some emeralds because I'm going to need to repair my current pickaxe. I'm going to keep a little bit of emeralds in my inventory because emeralds, as of right now, are one of the better resources. We can level some stuff up. I want to get crafting specialization unlocked first, though, which is at level 30, so we got to wait for that. I have one more level in combat, so we're going to finish off this side of this combat skill tree, which is almost a quarter of the way completed. We need to get those two, maybe that one completed before we get that, but that's already pretty crazy. So we also have 6 points in mining, which I'm going to branch into 0.1 fortune, 0.1 fortune, and then work my way to even more fortune over here. So what do we need to do to actually get all of the stuff that we need for this episode? Most of it is going to be going over here, actually. So let's turn ourselves over here, and let's actually just run over. There's something on the ground here. Was that it? Or did I see something else? Okay, it's just this, which looks to be a little... I actually need cracked stone bricks for a particular different thing, which is actually the Explorer's Compass, and I think I only need 4. Because I need a Nature's Compass and Explorer's Compass. Yep, I need 4 cracked stone bricks. So we've got that. I need 4 saplings, which are going to be an alternative and different thing. So hellbark, seeds. So I need the seeds with water to get the saplings, which is how that works. Or I can grow trees that are not these particular trees, which I don't necessarily know if I want to do that. Okay, so there's figs as well. I do think I'm gonna cut down this fig tree because it will drop the figs, and I want to be able to grow another fig tree, which we need figs for. Because figs will actually turn into fig saplings using any sapling, which is great. The only issue... Okay, Croptopia, I just need figs, and that gives us a Croptopia one. Okay, perfect. So we've got the figs that we need, which is perfect. I thought I may have ruined something, but... What is this? What? This is a portal ring heart holder. So, open library stronghold chest. Okay, so we got ourselves a interesting looking Wesley's roguelike dungeon. So that is a mod that adds extra roguelike dungeons, which adds an insane amount of content, which is quite cool. So we actually need a bunch of different things for this, I think. And so we've got the portal ring heart holder, portal ring orb holder. So we need a bunch of different stuff to actually be able to make this as we want to. We also got the candlesticks and stuff, but we need all of the different portal ring orbs. So orb, we need orb of the deep, or orb of corruption, and we need a heart, which is either the ender heart, heart of the deceiver, or the heart of fire, which if only I knew what actually gave those things, it'd be cool, but I don't. But what I do know is that we need to come over here and I need sand. So we're going to kind of yoink. So that's 1 stack, 2 stacks, 3 stacks, I'm gonna grab 4 stacks of sand. That should be enough sand for now. I know I'm gonna definitely need more clay. I need more gravel as well, which means I need to find an ocean. Which hopefully shouldn't be too difficult for us to find. I am gonna raid this tower, and I'm also going to harvest all of these bones for bone meal. Because growing crops is going to take a substantial amount of time. And I say that knowing full well that certain things can be exploited, but for agricraft and crop mutations, it is going to take a significant amount of time. Also, I want to grab all of these different tomes because the affix tomes, coupled with everything else, are going to be quite helpful in the future when it comes to making some very good gear. Except for making... Okay, shoot. Well, this is about to explode, so we're gonna need to... You know, I should have remembered that those chests are trapped like 90% of the time, so, you know, that was a smart play. We got Luck of the Sea, though, and Tombstone Soulbound, which is quite amazing. Pretty dope books ourselves. And we can chuck those guys out. I'm going to raid this tower, so we should probably grab some dirt. There we go. Of course, we're also going to get some random veggies and seeds. Most of this stuff, we're only going to keep the stuff we can actually eat. And most of that stuff is actually from these guys, so... Carrot seeds, wheat seeds. You've already eaten a cucumber, already eaten that. So I only need the things that I have not eaten yet, which, unfortunately, is not a lot of stuff. But it's not too bad, because we also got parsnip. Yeah, the reason why we're eating one of everything is... Wait, there's a... We gotta go fast. We gotta go fast. So there's a lightning dragon fighting a cyclops over here. And the reason why we're gonna actually take down the dragon first is due to the fact that dragons drop us dragon stuff. And this is my favorite color of dragon. Now, what I should also be doing is I should be getting a mob cage set up with dragon stuff. The issue is I don't have netherite yet, which means I can't yet, unfortunately. I will be doing that hopefully soon, but I can't do it yet, which is kind of lame. Regardless, got that. How come he won't let me hit him? Okay, he won't let me hit him, so what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna level up our crafting specialization, which costs 30 levels, which is absurd. Because we want Green Thumb to grow stuff really quick, and I also want to get cooking speed and also harvest proficiency, because pretty dope. But now, what we need to be doing, and what I probably should be doing, is I can plop on saturation for... Okay, we can't actually plop on saturation for now because we don't have enough XP. Regardless, I don't really need to be taking care of a ton of stuff. Other than this Ent over here, which will give us pretty much nothing, except for actually nothing. And the reason why the Ents give us nothing, I still haven't figured it out. I'm working on it because we had the same issue in the Crazy Craft that we played before, was that stuff just didn't want us to actually be able to claim it, which was really lame, to be honest. I also just got some saplings, so we don't need to worry about saplings anymore for that, which is just beautiful. You'll love to see it. Because saplings, honestly, we need base saplings, so getting a bunch of saplings from this is probably a great idea. But the whole reason why everything is restricted to a certain extent is kind of lame. And it is just because apparently you don't actually get kill credit for killing them when you kill them. Because that falling animation can only happen if they're alive. So the moment that you deal damage to get them to 0 HP, they keel over, and the world gets the credit because they don't have any drops. And so there's no reason to actually give credit to the player, which is very interesting to me. But I'm trying to get it fixed because it's very strange. I may have to make it a discovery quest instead of an actual, like, beating it quest, because, again, that's just how it works, which is kind of lame and annoying. But regardless, it's fine. We're fine. And now what we're gonna do is we are going to casually continue our journey. So there looks like there was additionally another tower here for Towers of the Wild, which is the Waystone Tower thing mod that we have added. We got another compass, which is great because I needed more compasses. Don't need maps, don't need a base magnet. We already have the best magnet that we can get. And also, this is where the lightning dragon came from. So we can raid this for free, get some free copper, get some amethysts. We hit Centennial, which means we opened 100 chests so far. Oh, it was a different dragon. No, those guys are actually these guys from Thermal, so it actually has nothing to do with the dragons. It just has to do with dudes from Thermal. Okay, that's fine. These guys are blizzes? Blitzes. Blizzes. Is a blizz. Is a blizz. Is a blizz. Dude's blizzing. Okay. This guy, however, is actually dangerous to us. Because this guy actually does substantial damage to us, and he's breaking our armor. Yeah, we're gonna die. Yep. And that is pretty lame. So, potentially, I don't actually remember which key it is for Knowledge of Death, I'm gonna be honest. But what we can do, thankfully, is we should be able to, if I hold you, teleport, and now we're back here. Of course, I do have to reorganize some stuff, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. We got extra Knowledge of Death. The sun's starting to come up, thankfully, which is great, and I can come over here. I don't think we need any of the crops, but I'm going to sleep. And then I should access the GUI to increase the level of one of my perks. Because I want to increase Jailer, so we have an 80% chance to get an enchanted key. Now we have a 100% chance to get an enchanted key when we die. So we can immediately teleport back, because I'm not allowing myself to use the /back command to return to the point where I have died, because in my opinion, I do think that that is a little bit too strong. So what we're going to do, though, is we're going to make sure to grab the Inferium Essence, because we need it, because in this version of Minecraft, Inferium Seeds, and we can look this up, Inferium Seeds are Agricraft compatible, which is incredible, because it means that we can go insane with it. And so I'm very happy about that. Alternatively, we should probably raid this tower already, and raiding the tower is probably going to be the last thing we're going to do for this particular episode, just due to the fact that, you know, we're already at 20 minutes. I don't really want to push this too long. But again, if you're watching to the end of these episodes, please do leave a comment saying your favorite part or what you want to see me do next. Because again, every comment helps push this in the algorithm, which means that more people will get to see this, which means, well, first off, we left on a quest to get stuff for a smeltery, which we've got half of the stuff, or 2/3 really. We need gravel. We need 4 stacks of gravel still to be able to accomplish our goal. What it looks like we've found is, I do need to actually finish raiding this dragon's lair, which we killed in the last episode. If you didn't see that, make sure to go back and check that out. And I don't actually know if we got everything. It looks like Generation kind of screwed the dragon over with its loot, but that's fine. That's fair enough. So, what we are going to be doing is raiding this. And I actually know how to raid these towers now, which, if you watched my Crazy Craft series, I did not actually know how to do. So, we are going to start off by getting that. What we are also going to do is, down here, the chest is locked. So, we need to actually get rid of all of these spawners that are on this floor. I don't actually know how many spawners are on the floor, or what else is exactly happening on the floor, but now that all the spawners are gone, we can open the chest, we can steal the loot, and the loot gets better as you go up, and there are keys in order to accomplish and fight the last boss up at the top. But the whole reason why I'm doing this is because I really want to. I really think that this is a fun mod pack, and if you guys want to play it yourself, I highly recommend commenting below, because this is my own custom mod pack that... Holy voice crack, wow. Okay. This is my own custom mod pack that I've been working really hard on, and I really enjoy playing it, and I hope you will as well. I'm working on getting it posted because people seem to really want to play it, but if you really want to play it as well, please tell me, because I only know what you guys tell me. I can't think or, like, interpret what you guys want if I have no idea. So, let me know in the comments if you want to play this. You really don't want to play this? Let me know as well, because I genuinely am curious about what people want to do. The goal for this is to, this particular episode rather, is to get through this and be able to do some interesting things. So, we are going to increase our strength to increase our base damage by 7.5%, which honestly sounds quite low, but it's actually not a small increase. And the reason why I'm increasing that is because I do actually want to be able to complete this entire thing. And I am going to grab most of those resources, as well as the stuff back here, because honestly it's quite cool. Grabbing some free pumpkins, some free melons, some free wheat. Of course, unfortunately, this mod pack is in 1.16.5, as it's supposed to be made as kind of like a pseudo successor to Crazycraft, unfortunately. Which does mean that some of the mods are a little bit behind the times, unfortunately. If you guys don't mind and you still want to play it, let me know. I genuinely am curious what you guys want to do. So, I'm also going to make myself some emerald tier gear. It looks like the emerald boots from Cyclic are still the best. I'm also going to make myself a helmet. Apparently Cyclic is still the best. And a chest plate. And I need a chest plate because my chest plate's about to break. My leggings should be fine. They're at 96 durability, so I might be able to make it, but I mean, no guarantees really, right? We're in a battle tower. There's no guarantees about anything. But what we are going to need to do for me to be able to actually make this mod pack a reality for everyone is I'm just gonna need support. Like, I am a one-man YouTube team who's also like doing school. I do this to pay for school, by the way. I don't know if you guys all knew that or not, but YouTube is currently paying for my school, and I'm really enjoying being able to do this as, you know, a form of work for that. So honestly, if you guys want to support and like help me out at all, you can become a YouTube member. I don't need you guys to all become YouTube members. I just, like, anyone who can support me with that, I really do appreciate it. It means the world to me. And also, where the heck is this? Oh, there it is. I'm trying to figure out where the spawners are, because I need to open each chest to get the potential key that it's inside, because I don't actually know where the keys are. But I probably should also... Playlist settings, general display tooltip, yes. Well, there we go. Whale is back. I don't know why it left, but apparently it left for a bit, and I didn't realize. But yeah, regardless, now that we know where those spawners are, much easier for us to take care of them. But overall, I really just want to make something that people are going to enjoy. If you guys want to play it yourself, let me know. Again, no pressure to like support me or anything. I'm just a dude who enjoys making content and enjoys playing games and enjoys sharing a positive message with other people. So if you enjoy the stuff that I'm doing, then I really appreciate any support. And thank you to my current YouTube members, because it means the world to me that you guys are willing to support me in my tomfoolery and the dumb stuff that I do on the day-to-day basis, because I post videos every single day, which is absurd for most YouTubers. Of course, it's not the highest quality content. I am doing this all by myself because I don't have money to... It doesn't make enough money for me to hire an editor and pay for school. And I can't do this full-time because it doesn't make enough money for me to do this full-time and quit doing school. So, yeah. We got our first key. We got our land monolith key, which is perfect. I'm going to grab one cooked pork chop because I do want to eat that as a food. but I don't really need it, so we're gonna leave the rest of that there. And we should have enough to increase our strength. I want to get max strength, coupled with a couple other things, but max strength is my main goal as of this moment. And our reason for that is just because I wanna increase how much damage we do, because there's no like infinite damage swords in this mod pack. There's no stupid, broken, completely overpowered stuff. Okay, there is, but like, okay, we got another one. There is some stupid, overpowered, broken stuff, but it's not like all the Modium level crazy. It's like War Spawn, Chaos Awakens, New Age level crazy. So it's not like, it's not absurd, you know? That's all I'm saying. I particularly am really enjoying several of these mods, and overall, I think that a lot of stuff is really cool. Also, it looks like we're gonna have to face a raid when we end up going back to our home. Our home's in a village, so it might be a little bit risky, but it shouldn't be too difficult for us to deal with. It shouldn't be too hard. We should be able to get through it. Also, blight mobs, which are the ones with purple, like you just saw, are really dangerous. I would highly recommend taking care of them as quick as you can, because they have a chance to potentially, if they're lucky, one-shot you, which is not optimal. You want to be able to fight against stuff, so highly recommend that you do that. Also, I should probably level into iron skin so we reduce the damage we're actually taking, so I think I'm going to do that real quick. Yeah, so minus 14% damage, which is crazy. And, okay, it looks like that was of the towers, so we hit the top, and now, of course, there is the land monolith, and there's the chest that is, of course, locked, which, I mean, we can just, there we go. Okay, so now we will plop in these and fight the boss, which shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, land golem. Of course, it is just a battle tower golem, has the normal drops that a battle tower golem does have. Of course, the chest is now unlocked, and the entire structure is about to collapse, so we should skedaddle before it gets too late. I am going to continue running in this particular direction, as well as taking out this... Okay, apparently not taking out the skeleton, but I need to take out the emu. Without its energy, the tower will collapse. Oh no. We got emu feathers, we got an emu egg, a smooth stone, Lane Guardian eye. I don't actually know what we use that for. Doesn't look like anything, but I do know that I need some of this stuff. So we're gonna keep most of it. I can also get another level of strength using an ability totem, which means we have an increase of strength, which is great. Of course, there's other stuff trying to attack us right now, so for the most part, I'm just going to continue to run over in this direction. I'm currently looking for an ocean, and then we'll be able to warp back home using the /home command. The reason why I'm looking for an ocean is actually just purely because I need gravel. And we can't get enough gravel from anywhere else, because I need several stacks, so unless I find a giant gravel pit, we're not going to be able to get what we need. And unfortunately, that does mean that I need sprinting. Potentially we could get stuff from a battle tower, but I don't necessarily think that a battle tower is the best way for us to loot currently. I don't think that we need to tackle with Barako the Sun Chief yet. I think that those kind of bosses from Meowsie's mobs are a little bit outside of our current level and spec, so we're going to instead just focus on running to where we need to go to. Also, of course, random dudes, and also we do want to get Dragon Bones. I am trying my best to keep everything as working together as it can be. Also, there's an airship up there, which gotta worry about as well, which, you know, I could probably steal their waystone or I think I'm gonna activate their waystone as just another village waystone. Of course, there's a raid starting, which means we need to actually defend the village. Fine. Where's the raid actually spawning? It's the real question. Because if I can stop the raid... Okay, is this where the raid's spawning? I don't actually know. Nope. Okay. Where is the raid spawning? There's a nitwit. Oh, there's a pillager. There's an elephant, too. Huh. Can I sleep? first. Will you let me sleep first? I need to sleep. That's not a bed. House. I need a house with a bed. I need a house with a bed so I can sleep so that I can... That's not a house with a bed either. Does this house have a bed? This house doesn't have a bed either. What the... Why do none of these houses have beds? This one doesn't either. Okay, wow. That one has a battle tower in it. This village is already cooked. I don't think there's any saving this village, I'm gonna be honest. But I do need to try and get some... Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that's our new spawn point, I guess. Wait, it's a skeleton with an ability thing. Okay, we got a banner, we got luck. Cool, we got luck, which is great. I need to eat a honey bottle, and then we can chuck that out. And then what I should be able to do is ability totem, and I need a little bit extra XP, so maybe you'll give me enough for us to equip saturation again. Nope. Okay. Oh, okay, so our current lunar event prevents us from sleeping. That's the current issue. Okay, gotcha. I need to eliminate... Okay, there's just baby creepers. You know, that's fine too, I guess. We also have heart crystals, which we can use to increase our base health. And I think this village is actually kind of screwed, so I do think the best thing that I can really do for them is, unfortunately, I wish there was... I just need to get them to not be... Because I don't think they can survive a blood moon, I'm going to be honest. Although the moon's not red, so maybe they need to affect and change that for the lunar event stuff, but I don't know. I also don't want magnetized, because it's going to give me automatic magnet effect, and that's kind of lame. But I do think we're just gonna, we're just gonna leave, because they, yeah, I don't think there's really much I can do for them. Feather falling, don't need. Tombstone soulbound, don't need. Burning flames, don't need. Rest of the stuff I can mostly just chuck in here. Don't need gazelle horn. I'll eat raw mutton, don't need bandages. I'll replace chest plate with that one. This guy is setting me on fire. Something's setting me on fire. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't really matter what sets me on fire, but like, come on now. I just gotta get to an ocean. It's only gonna take me like 8 years. It's fine. We got this. Just don't pretend the mobs don't exist. Just pretend the mobs don't exist. Mobs don't exist. They can't hurt you. They can't hurt you. It's okay. They can't hurt me. I'm too speedy with it. I haven't even increased my speed. It's crazy. I could take down a bunch of mobs and get a bunch of XP, but I don't necessarily think that that's the current best idea for us right now, so... Huh. Maybe we just keep running until we find, like, a riverbed or an ocean? Or is this gravel? This is gravel. We're going. It's not gravel. It's just aluminum ore. Okay, cool. I can grab as much aluminum ore as I want. And grab other ores. So, what biome even is this? Or is this just messed up terrain generation? Because I'm so confused. Biome, modified wooded badlands plateau. Okay, so this is an actual biome. Everything is generating at the wrong height, which is very interesting to me. And it's lagging a little bit. Well, not a little bit, but quite substantially, actually. But, it's fine. Of course, there's an invisible skeleton. We've got some other dudes trying to attack us. We gotta, of course, take care of. Because we can't be taking this from them nonsense peoples, And we take care of you. Chuck that out there. Don't need it. Actually, I do need a heart crystal. Heart crystals are dope. I'm gonna take out the skeleton. And I need more. So we've got 1 stack. I need 4 stacks. So we'll just grab that, right? And then I need 1 more for extras, just because, of course, we're getting random pieces of... But we've got that now. I do think that we should probably slash home, and get ourselves some sleep. Okay, cannot rest now because of the current lunar event, which means that we should probably skedaddle for now. What kind of ape monkey things? Barokas? What the heck a Baroka? Dude's going, hey-ya! Bro, what? Okay, we just got a thing called Masquerade. What does that get it? Okay, kill a Barocanoa. Unbreaking 6. Crazy. Don't need either of those, but thankfully our blood moon is setting, so we should be able to actually sleep, which is great. Okay. Well, we've got our spawn point set. What we can do now is we can level up. I do think that I want to level up, like, just base movement speed. So sprint speed increased 5% per level, so 20%. So that's pretty dope, honestly. And then what we can do is we can chuck most of the stuff into where it needs to belong to, which most of this is going to go to, or at least the farming stuff is going to go to farming. Yeah, okay. Farming stuff, we'll chuck into farming. I need 4 of my saplings, or of course the nature's compass, along with logs. So the logs, the sticks. Do I need logs actually, or logs? Okay, so I do need logs for it. So we got the logs. Of course, I got the 2 compasses. I got those guys. I also have, of course, 4 cobwebs, which is perfect because it means we can make ourselves our explorer's compass, which is going to go right there, and also our nature's compass, which is going to go right there. Of course, we also got some more random pieces of beautiful, good, of course, mostly pertaining to mob drops and stuff, but also pertaining to just raw resources, which is great because currently we have a gold backpack and an iron backpack. With this, though, we can upgrade both of them once, which is even better. So what I do think I want to do is grab all of the raw resources out of here. Of course, usually I wouldn't, make you guys watch this part of the video, but for now, we're just going to leave most of the stuff into these videos because I don't really think there's any reason to hide what's going on in the content behind the scenes, because even while I'm not live streaming this, which I do want to do eventually, I do want to have that level of transparency with you guys because I do think that's more fair for the content. So we're going to chuck in our clay and of course just make a ton of grout, which is perfect because the grout is going to get smelted into seared bricks, which are then going to be turned into our smeltery. So, other than that, I do think I'm going to end this particular episode here. We're going to wait for stuff to smelt off camera, and then we will be able to, come back and take care of everything as it should. So, until next episode, GG's, peace, have a great day. I'll see you guys next one. Bye-bye!